in the studio with Chris and DJ RecBoys Shoddy. You know we in the stew, in the streets or in the booth. Get in tune, click and view, and get into the interview. Behind the scenes of all your dreams and everyone you listen to. Underground or on the scene, you might catch a gem or two. 845 or worldwide, digital or physical. On the block or in the news, we understand we did it too. Promote yourself or get a budget. Gotta learn the do's and doesn't. Gotta learn when to bet it. If we said it, you could trust it. Cause you're now in the studio with Chris and DJ RecBoys Shoddy.
What's good, my peoples? You already know DJ RecBoys Shot and the homie Chris in the studio. We back at it. We here on a special night, Friday night. Hope everybody had a good week. I hope everything is going good for everybody. I hope everybody is safe. Shout out to the homie Food. Shout out to the homie Chrisax in the building. I see they watching. Yo, dude, real quick, if you guys can like, share, comment. Share this. We want interaction. Chris is gonna be sending out links to people if they want to get in and ask some questions. We got the village trustee of Monticello, Micheal Banks. So what's up, man? You want to get into it? You good? You focused? You ready?
Yeah, no, my bad. I'm over here sharing this shit. I'm good. Real quick, before we jump into it, let's talk about next week real quick. I don't know if y'all been looking or if people been noticing. My bad. People calling me shit.
Go ahead. You good?
I don't know if people been noticing or paying attention, but we got the pandemic pop-off coming on next week. We just released the flyer today. There's gonna be a bunch of promo behind this joint. Make sure y'all tune in. How it's gonna go down is we're gonna have a live concert pretty much right here in the studio with the RecBoys. We got artists all the way from South Africa all the way to New York City. You know what I'm saying? Just to give y'all a little, it's kind of big. You know what I mean? I'm real excited about this. A lot of hard work been going into this. The artists been, going real hard on what they about ready to do. Because this ain't something that's get done all the time. You don't hear about artists, performing right here. You know what I mean? Especially in the age that we in now. So the idea is dope. You know what I mean? So y'all support it. Tune in.
And it's official because a lot of people don't understand that there's a lot that goes into this. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of questions. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. Shout out to young Brav. Brav is in the building. Brav will be performing at the Pandemic Pop-Off virtual concert. So we got a dope lineup. Check the page. Stay in tune. We're going to be dropping the promo videos all of this week, right up until the moment. So, man, it's gonna be super dope, man. Shout out to everybody that's actually gonna perform, because, like I said, they did everything that they could possibly do to make this happen. So, and it's a lot of work. So, shout out to them. But, what's up? You want to get into it? Because Mike is in the building.
Yeah, yo, listen, what I need y'all to do real quick, before Shy let this man in the building, I need y'all to share. Real talk. Invite everybody y'all know from Monticello area, Sullivan County area. All the questions y'all didn't get to ask before this man got into position to where he's at, y'all gonna ask it tonight. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up. Y'all got something to say. Y'all trying to get on live to say what y'all got to say. We get y'all on. You know what I mean? All too often do we not ask the right questions when it's time to ask the questions, and we think about it later. Now's your opportunity. Opportunity. So without further ado, let's bring the man up.
Now you already know Micheal Banks, trustee, Monticello, the village of Monticello, New York. What up, man? What's happening, man? How you feeling?
No, everything's good, man. I just want to give a big shout out to Terry Covington. Everybody in Liberty knows him. He just came home. Nice. And I just got the word yesterday. So big, super duper big shout out to him. He's famo, day one.
No. That's what's up. Real quick, before we get into any questions in the interview, I'm gonna need you, right? I'm gonna need you to look in the camera and tell the people who you are, what you do, and what your agenda is, so that way we don't have no discrepancies. Nobody's chiming in, talking about some stuff that you don't actually handle. So go ahead, let the people know what's up.
Well, basically, I'm the village trustee. Um, we have a management form of government which is it makes up between 4 trustees and a mayor. So we have 1/5 of all the law that's being made, the local law that's being made around the village and the local policies. And I also have 1/5 of what we vote on to, basically maintain the village as far as all the departments is concerned. And that's about it. So basically, I have 1/5 of the responsibility of the whole village.
Nice.
Other municipalities will call it a councilman. It's just a different name. It's called trustee because we're in a village. It's the same thing what city council will do with the city, and they work with the mayor. It's the same thing. The townships will have councilmen, but when you're in the village, it's the trustees.
Nice. I got a question real quick.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you got 1/5. So that means there's 4 other people. There's 4 other trustees, right?
Yes,
Or is that 3 other trustees and the mayor?
No, 4 other trustees and the mayor, because it always have to be an odd vote between 3 to 2. The difference with the mayor has a little bit more responsibility because he actually oversees the village, and we have a village manager that runs the day-to-day operations of the village on the trustees' behalf. The mayor, as with now, because we have no village manager from the last board that was the last mayor, the mayor becomes the village manager when there's no manager. So we have a mayor/manager, and he would be like the CEO of the village.
All right.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Real quick, because Shao touched on it a little bit and shit. And I was staying quiet, but because I gotta say it live. Like you said, it's no holds barred. We talking about everything. If there's nothing you don't want to ask, we might as well end this shit right now. Because I'm gonna go in, Mike. I got a lot of questions. I got a lot of shit to talk about. I own property over there.
Everybody has a right to know. Yes.
You know, I'm not with the corrupt shit, so I got a bunch of shit I want to ask. You know what I'm saying?
Course.
So I'm gonna just dive right into it. You ran on the Democratic Party, right?
No.
What you ran on?
I'm a Republican.
Who you ran with?
I ran with the Democrat, George Nicolaitis, and also who came later was Mike Greco, who was more or less like a Democrat, but he ran as an independent.
Okay.
And we just had a mix. On a local level, it really, it's not like the presidency. It's like more or less like who's right for the job. So it's normal for different parties to run together. But my party actually backed, the Republican Party actually backed George Nicolaitis and gave them an endorsement. The only reason his opponent, who was Gary Summers, who was the sitting mayor at the time, we felt that George would be the better guy, just to give an example. So we endorsed George Nicolaitis over the sitting Republican. He wanted it, but he's allowed to force a primary. So with the vote of the Republican people in the primary, they voted for Gary Summers. So that's why Gary Summers ended up with the endorsement. But as far as the Republican board, they backed George Nicolaitis.
How does that work? I mean, real quick, Chris. I want to. How does that work? So,
well,
the Republican Party of Sullivan County side with
Monticello.
him.
Monticello.
All right. Yeah.
Yes.
Of Monticello endorsed Summers, right?
No, we endorsed Nicolaitis. We wanted Nicolaitis to run for mayor because I'll just say what was said. We felt that we had the right person with the. It was just said. They said it was the right person with. I'll just say a different party, and the wrong person with our party. But we wanted to show responsibility on who's the better person, so we went with George Nicolaitis, who's a Democrat. So George was actually going to get the Democratic nomination as well as the Republican nomination. But when you're a Republican or you're a Democrat, and the Democrats don't go your way, whether it's within or without the party, they are allowed to force a primary.
Okay.
And when the primary comes to a vote between that party, which in this case was the Republican Party, and Gary Summers was able to get the endorsement through a primary, but the Republicans was asking for you know, they wanted George to run for office as well.
So let me ask you this: what makes y'all back a guy who has nothing, no background in politics at all? Like, what makes y'all
He
think
has
what
a
he's
he has
going to
a
do for
no.
Monticello?
Actually, George has a extensive. He has the experience. He's been what
I'm not
through.
talking about college. I'm not talking about college.
No. He was a sitting trustee. I ran for his seat, and he also
Oh,
ran for
okay.
legislator. He almost won the legislator for the county on the county
So let me
level.
ask you this: how long was he a trustee? What years was he a trustee?
He was there for yeah, it was one term, 4 years. And he also was on the previous boards. Like I think he was on planning or zoning. I forgot which
Okay.
one. And also, like I said, he ran for legislator. He almost won. They lost by 50 votes throughout the whole town of Thompson, which is vast. So
Mm.
he knows what he's doing. He's very intelligent. I mean, he knows business. You got to remember, Monticello is a corporation. He knows how to run a business. He has a very successful business with his family, which is the Monticello Diner.
Wait.
Um,
Hold up. You said Monticello is a corporation?
Everything's a corporation in America. America's a
Okay.
corporation.
It's a,
Okay.
it's
That's
a,
why you
it's
have
a,
a board. No, that's
yeah,
why
it's
you
a
have a board and a
business.
president. You know, it's
Yeah,
not a dictatorship. It's not a monarchy. America's a corporation. It's incorporated.
it's a business at the end of the day. Y'all
Yeah,
pretty much running the
everything.
business.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Well, the
let me
country
ask
that
you
we
this.
live in is a business. It
Right. So let
is.
me ask you
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Let's jump right into it. As a trustee, you in charge. First of all, who's the other three trustees on the board with you?
There's Carmen Rule, Charlie Sabatino, and Rochelle Massey.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Very
Yeah, see.
interesting.
Yeah,
So
Carmen
y'all,
Rule. She pulled it off. She
yeah,
won.
yeah. All right. So let me. So y'all pretty much in charge of the roads in the village, right?
Yes.
Budgets,
We basically run the village on a voting level. Yes.
yeah, budgets, assessments, parks and
Well,
rec.
yes. I mean, there's people in charge of those departments, but we oversee through the manager. We would oversee the departments, and we make, opinions and choices of what goes on in each department or any policy around the village or whatever. We actually even over the police department.
Right. Yeah.
We're not
Right.
the direct boss. We're not the direct boss because remember, most the workers of the departments are all union. So
But y'all
you
handle
have
the
that
money.
fine
Y'all handle
line.
the money. Y'all give the money out to these individuals.
Depends
So
on what
yeah,
department. We handle the general fund. Each department, I think, with the exception of the police, I could be wrong. I'm just getting in, and I'm sorry, but most departments have their own budget and their own money, but they do get it from us, yes, and they budget it out, and it's through when you pay your water bill, the water has their budget from that. The police is under the general fund, which is our fund for the whole village. And if any party's short of cash to do anything or something's excessive over, I think it's 100,000 or something like that. It might be 10,000. Like I said, I'm new to it, but it's a certain amount. We would have to vote to put more money into whatever happens.
So you oversee the money that goes to the police?
I wouldn't say we oversee it, but we oversee the budget.
So you
And
oversee
if
their budget
the
then?
police could, but see if say like the police, I'll give you an example. Say like the police crash a police car and
Okay.
they need another cop car. They have to come to us to buy it.
So then
So
you
that one
oversee
is
the budget then, nigga. I mean you oversee the budget then. You get the money, nigga. You tell them, yo,
well,
listen.
we do oversee the tax money that comes in.
So
Right.
all right,
yo,
so
hold on. Since you said tax money, perfect segue because I was gonna go
Yes.
there, but you just went there.
Well,
What?
before you
Why the
say that, I'm
fuck?
gonna just explain that
Go,
to you too.
go,
And
go,
this is
go.
what I ran on, and this is what people need to know. Everybody that lives in anywhere, you live in a country, you pay taxes. You live in a city, you pay taxes. You live in whatever municipality you live in, you pay taxes. Well, it's local or federal. You have to remember that you have a stock in where you live. There's a stock. So I tell people to get involved because we're not the boss. We run it, but we went to you guys for a job to get we asked you to vote for us, so we asked you for a job. And also, you have to know where your money's going. Like the taxpayer is really the cop's real boss. The taxpayer is really the snowplow real's boss, the sanitation, and so on and so forth. So it's good to know where your money's going. This is why one of the reasons I said if you have any questions, you have a right to know. I can't say no. I can't answer it. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
Nah, but
people have to understand that
yeah, but
we
you just
control.
said you
Let me
control
ask
your
you-
money,
we run your
so
money.
we're not the boss at the end of the day, because it doesn't matter. Like you said, yo, listen, I vote.
No, that's
I
it.
don't
That's
live.
different. See, that's the mentality what people think, and people are. I don't want. I like to. I would say programmed to think, but you're not. If we were so much the boss, why do we have to send our resume to you and tell you what we're running on and would you vote for us? We're asking you to hire us. So yes, you are the boss on paper. Yes, you are.
Yeah, but what you
We
do
just work
after the
on the
fact,
taxpayers' behalf.
what you do after the fact, we got no control over. So with that being said, is I
Well,
lived
you
in
have control of the
Monticello.
vote. Then fire them. You know what I'm saying? If I did something wrong, fire me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't vote for me and tell other people don't vote for me. Yeah,
But
you
we gotta
have full
wait for
control. You have more control what you think.
we gotta wait for the next
Especially if you
election.
vote. That's why the vote is so important.
Yeah, but like, go ahead, Chris. Say what you got to say.
No. Yeah, so we gotta wait for the next election to get you up out of there. If not, we'd have been got Carmen the fuck up out of there when I was over there. So let me go
Well,
here real quick. My
I'll tell you one
taxes.
thing.
Hold
This is
on.
what
My
happened.
taxes.
Gordon got kicked out by the people. Think
Yeah,
about it.
because he fucked up because he got drunk and went drive. He would never did that. They would never
Oh
got him on it.
no. It's
If that
more
was
than
the
that.
case,
It was more than
but
that. It was more
it
than
took
that.
that.
Yeah.
Yo, he got in so much trouble, got away with it until that happened.
Right, and then you
That's
go
when
to
it
the
was a funny
state
story.
and the court, and you can petition anybody out of any seat if you
Yo,
get a bunch of people.
Somebody tag Gordon. We can get
Yeah,
Gordon in
somebody
here
yeah.
too.
So,
Yeah, somebody tag Gordon
so real quick,
so we can
I live
send
in
him the link
Monticello.
too.
I used to live in Monticello for about 5-6 years, right? Bought a piece
Okay.
of property in Monticello, right? Now, when I
Mhm.
lived in Monticello, my
I
taxes
remember.
damn near, yeah, my shit is damn near $5,000. Damn near $5
Okay.
grand. Where the fuck was my money going? Because sure as hell, the roads wasn't nice. The village wasn't nice. The cops wasn't doing a motherfucking thing. Gordon wasn't doing a motherfucking thing. Carmen Rue wasn't doing a motherfucking thing. So explain to me when you decide, yo, because I know you personally, you know what I'm saying? We never hung out, nothing like that, but we know each other. You know what I'm saying?
We play ball
So,
against each other.
right, yeah. I bust your ass all too many times. So
I want my rematch. No, go ahead.
So you know, we sitting there, and like I said last week, I'm like, yo, listen, like the reason I'm telling people, yo, tune in and ask these questions, because how I had to start getting involved was my wife became a Chamber of the Commerce. So we could have say so, because other than that, whatever the fuck we went to these meetings, we were getting shut the fuck down. You go try to talk, they try to speed you up and shut you the fuck up.
Well, Chris,
So
you know what? I had the same problem back then. I was you know, I'm a multiple taxpayer. Regardless of what, I pay taxes just like you. And I got tired of it. That's why I ran.
Right. So
I
what
ran
makes
because I'm not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
What
So
makes you
I
think
ran.
you're gonna change the narrative that been there so long? That's the point I'm trying to get at. Because yo, listen, let's keep it a buck. Sullivan County's corrupt as a motherfucker. You just said the mayor is pretty much the CEO of the motherfucking town. How does that work? And then you got Shorty who's running for the DA, who's fucking the judge. How the fuck does that work? Explain all this to me.
Shorty, you mean a girl?
Yeah, the girl. She over there fucking the judge. They boyfriend and girlfriend, but she's the acting DA. How does that work?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but I don't
they
have
fucking
no,
around.
yeah.
But they
I don't
fucking
know.
around.
I'll just say I don't know.
Stop.
All right,
I really
but
don't
even
know.
okay, but this is all right. So Mike, to the people, explain
I don't believe
how.
so, but I don't know.
Okay. That's it. That's
But
whatever.
how does
We
it
don't.
work? Like, what makes you think you're gonna
That's what
change
I
all the
wanted to say.
corruptness that's out there in that town, anyway?
Well, my first act was against corruptness, but
Okay. All fairness, Mike.
We'll
Hold on.
talk
All fairness, Mike. Tell the people what you ran on and what you're gonna do, what you're voting for, what you're putting in front of your other trustee members, so that you can get a vote and get some change going in Monticello. What is your agenda?
Well, continue to what I was doing. I was on the planning board, and I approved a lot of projects. Monticello, as you know, is almost like a ghost town. Some businesses came up, but it's not enough. And I was on the planning board. Number one, the board itself, there's a Marriott actually coming up on 106. But I'll tell you about my approvals. I was in the midst of approving before I had to leave because I'm trustee, but we was working with a company called SG Blocks, which wants to make 314 units with like lower level parking. Like I want to say underground because it's going to be underneath the building. It's going to be a nice facility, 5 buildings, fair market prices. We also in the midst of approving 64 units over above the beer store, which is Sonny Patel's project. It's going to be a great project, which is 3 buildings. And you know, there's also gonna be a strip mall over there on Route 42 on Pleasant Street. He wants to knock down the beer store and the old building that's an eyesore, so he wants to make that a big laundromat and a big liquor warehouse. So it's gonna be a small strip mall over there. I approved the daycare, which would put a lot of single mothers back to work. One of my opponents, or well, one of my oppositions was against it, but at the same time, I did what I thought was right because this is what we need to help people get back to work. Now, that paved the way for me on a trustee level. I wanted to promote Monticello more to entice a lot of businesses, especially a couple big names, to come bring Monticello what it used to be. When I used to live in Roscoe, by way of the city, and we used to come up for the summers, we used to have to stop in Monticello. I mean, back in the days, we had Playland. My grandmother would drop us off as kids to go play in the arcade while she went to Woolworth, while she went to, at the time, it was Jane's Way and ShopRite and stuff like that. But we lost a lot of our big businesses, which brings traffic off the highway. We need that revenue because when they pass, like, Shaw, you work at the barbershop. Oh, there's a nice barbershop here. Let me walk on here. Oh, there's a bagel bakery here. We have to promote this town. But the way you do it, you have to get people county spending. I'm tired. I know you're tired, and I'm tired of having to go all the way a half hour away to Middletown to buy a decent pair of pants or a decent pair of sneakers. We need these businesses here. And then also more business creates jobs. Also, I approved on the planning board. I saw this thing through. There's going to be a big ice factory with, they're going to demand at least 35 jobs, I think, to work in the ice factory. But we need different things here, and that creates jobs and it creates revenue. And it, you know, Monticello was always losing to places, and I'm not knocking them, but these are smaller towns. Like Liberty was, the business district was beating us. You got Jeffersonville was built up and beating us. They was actually featured on TV when they refaced Jeffersonville. You got even Roscoe and Manor. Like even Roscoe and Manor got the distilleries and stuff like that where tourists like to go to. Monticello could be great, like how even better than what it used to be.
I'm glad you brought up that point. I'm glad you brought up that point.
But
because
there's another thing I ran on too that's very important though. This is very important.
Go ahead.
All right, the children. We have a Parks and Rec center that's like a ghost town. And one thing I asked for when I did win the election, can I be the liaison? Because we do have liaison work to do as a board member. I wanted to do Parks and Rec. I want to create more activities and work with Brothers Keeper and work with Dream Tank and everything and put not sports and non-sports inside that facility. I also want to create a safe haven there. I don't know if you guys remember, I know you guys are younger than me, but in Liberty, you remember Mary Prince? Do you guys remember her?
Yeah, I know her. Yeah.
And she had the youth center. Mm-hmm. Why can't we have a safe haven here where the kids could get off the street and have something to do that's productive? You know, why can't we have tutoring in there? Get some honest kids out of the village. Why is somebody in the town of Thompson every year is always valedictorian? You know, let's get it. Our kids are smart too, but we need to help them be empowered. Also, it doesn't end with them. I want to work. I have a second chance program that I'm working on, but I think I'm gonna name it something different because everybody is not always incarcerated. But I was geared to people with felonies at first, but I think we should empower a lot of other parents to get careers. Like I'm gonna try to look for. I have a grant writer that I'm interviewing right now to see if we could get them to BOCES and put some GED programs somewhere around here. You know, that's local, and try to get them either trades where we would have to probably transport them. I don't know what I'm trying to figure out what the school is doing with the old middle school where they used to have the BOCES program, but we need some more Voltec for some of the parents that are struggling. You know, I mean, there's some people that don't want their career to be ShopRite or something like that. Let's get them what they want to get. I mean, success is what you do for a living. It's not just necessarily the money, but they need more money too to, you know, to do things with their household, to be able to support themselves.
Now,
so these are things I'm about. It can't be overnight, but you know what? I have to work on it every day.
You say that, but the environment you live in kind of is the thing that motivates you, right? So like when I lived out there, don't get me wrong, I was motivated because I came from a different environment to begin with, and I went up there and it felt like nothing but space and opportunity, and it felt great. You know what I'm saying? But after a while, you get brought into this fucking cloud that's there because nothing is going on. You get people, and I hope everything you say you're gonna do, because I heard this shit all too often before from other people. Oh, I want to do this for the kids. I want to do this. I want to do this. But then it turns out that nothing never happens, right? So how do you? Because you need these parents, you need these people in this village. How do you get them to rock with you and to rock with somebody like Carmen Root? How does this work?
Well,
hold on.
I can't speak for Carmen Root.
Hold up. Before you answer that, my whole thing is this. Like, I get what you're saying, and that's what you ran on. But what's the likelihood of any of that happening? That's the most important thing, because
the likelihood. I think it's a strong likelihood. I think it's gonna.
Think about it. See, don't do that, Mike. Don't say it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. It's not an option. I don't believe it's not. I don't believe it to be an option.
Dude, first of all, you're 1/5. You're 1/5, right? You're 1/5, right? Hold on. You gotta get who? The judge. I mean, the mayor's on your team. He's riding with you, so that's your second out of the 5, right? Carmen's not messing with you.
I would say Rochelle, even though I did have different with Rochelle. She does. I'll tell you one thing. I would say that she's definitely, as a black woman, she understands where I'm coming from. I did have a talk with Rochelle the other day, matter of fact, about it. She's all for it. So that's a great thing. So that's 4 votes, because we do have Charlie Sabatino as well. So I don't see anybody that's human. I don't see that anybody that's human that doesn't want to help people that's on that board. Sometimes they have, I mean, there's been like some people do things that I'll just be a little nice about it, that don't, it would never help nobody, and they thought it would for whatever reason, I don't know. But I could tell you, the first day I made this forum with them, when we talked in the back door, we talked in the front door. We have to stop, like people in Evergreen and stuff like that. We're not going to leave them behind no more. That day is over. And we do have we have youth that's willing to run now. We have the young Democrats got involved heavily with the vote. We have Black Lives Matter that was heavily impacted with the vote. That heavily impacted the vote. So we have more positive people than ever. And I don't believe in saying it's not going to happen, because if you know me, everybody could tell you, I do what I say I'm going to do, and I get things done. I mean, sometimes it's 90, 95%, but I know I could do these things. That's why I promised to do it. You know what I'm saying? Anybody in their right mind, even if the state got involved, they can never deny, even if they wanted to, that this is a problem. You know what I'm saying? We have a crime problem for a reason.
It's been a problem. But it's been a problem.
But let me ask you a question. What's the nature of crime? It's desperation. How many people out here, all right, without saying names, how many out here, in order to get a bag, out of 10 people, at least 7 of them is hustling in order to get a real bag? That's what they feel. Is that project? You ever heard about the project with the fish tank?
Nah, but
you know what I'm talking about? Well, there was a 100-gallon fish tank. The guy put a glass wall there. He put the fish on the side of it. The fish kept bumping their face into the glass to go to the other side. Then then 2 months later, they took the glass out. You know what the fish did? They stayed on one side.
Yeah, well,
we have to be the virus of that kind of program. That's a program. We have to be the virus of that program and cut that program out. I'm going to tell you one thing. Obviously, you see that I'm a black man. All right? I could curse on this, right? Is this uncensored?
Yeah, no,
all right.
No, this ain't uncensored.
I do what the fuck I want to do. How I want to do it.
You think you do what the fuck you want?
No, I'm talking about as far as getting a bag. Nobody's going to tell me that I can't do this, I can't do that. You know how many people tell you can't do something that never did it themselves? You know how many people say, "Oh, you're not going to beat Carmen because Carmen gets all the absentee votes"? I beat the crap out of all of them in the vote. Not glowing, but it's the truth. I won the first election at the general polls. The first time I ever did anything. I lost by 17 with absentees because I wasn't born and raised out here. You know, they knew people from when it was kids. So I want to see them people now. Who said, "Oh, nah, you ain't gonna stand a chance. You ain't gonna stand. You're not from here. Your family, you don't got family here, stuff like that." My dude, I got the only family I got here is my in-laws, which is my immediate in-laws. Well, you know what? My in-laws, because they love me, and my children. I have no elders in my DNA. Yeah, right. And I did it. Yeah, sure. So anybody could do that. I'm not special. I believe the same as everybody else. It's just a decision. And are you going to settle when somebody tell you can't do something? I'm not. You get what I'm saying? I don't speak slave. One thing I don't do, I don't speak slave. I never speak slave.
That's a very good point, because I think a lot of people are scared to even go and step up and do something. But real quick, because I went there like 5 years ago, right? And before I left Monticello, it was going down as far as business wise. Shit was closing, but there were still stores there, right? I went there about five years ago when Shaw got married, right? I swear there's probably like 3 stores in the town, right? What are you guys trying to do right now? Because you guys, the trustees, are in charge of the assessment of these buildings. You know how much they're worth, with all this other good shit, right? So how do you come into something right now where there's damn near nothing and assess this town?
The first thing we got to do, and I'm in court enforcement just about every day to every other day. The first thing you got to do, you got to get the landlords on their job. Nobody's going to rent their buildings like that. A lot of them getting tax breaks. I've seen grants. I'm talking about millions of dollars in grant money going to certain landlords. And I see the same thing. If not, I've seen buildings collapse here. You get what I'm saying? All right. I know my building, my projects that I was involved in can go up and it had no roof. Like one of my projects in particular. You know what I'm talking about, Rashad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Up the block with Baker, 428. Yeah. That had no roof. And the trees was going through the damn lobby. And this man did not wait for a grant. He built it up with his own money and sweat and tears. So you mean to tell me these guys who got millions and millions of dollars of free money can't build it up? We got to sanction them. They're not doing nothing, at least refacing or something. They got to sanction them. And they need to be up on sanctions. They need to bring their buildings up to code. And especially if there's a danger to others that's walking by their buildings, they got to bring the building up to code. I have a zero tolerance for that. I've been a realtor for 18 years, so I know the BS. Number two, I'll point one thing I'm totally against.
Hang on. Even that code enforcement officer, when I was there, he was trash. Horrible.
Well, we don't. I mean, whatever the opinion is, we don't have them. We have a team.
It's not an opinion. Yeah. It's not an opinion. It was facts. If you got stores in the middle of town, signs is falling off these shits, and the dude across the street from you is fucking turned his house, his personal house, into a mechanic shop, and he starts some shit. That's code violations. When homeboy was taking shit underneath the table.
Which of course we talking about? We've been through a lot.
I'm talking about, I don't want to say the nigga, I know his family. I fuck with his family. Me and him just never got along because he was taking money underneath the table from people. You know what I'm saying? People were getting grants to fix their house. And that's another thing. There's money out here for all these people.
I have a problem with that too, though.
And get in. But I'm not going to say you, but I'm going to say your constituents ain't fucking telling nobody. You know
fuck that. No, fuck that. That's what my question is. How many niggas you intern, Mike? How many niggas you brought into? How many people you intern in the hood to say intern? How many people you had under your belt saying, yo, listen, they got grants out here, they got these buildings falling apart. Maybe if you got
my clients never took grants. I mean, my clients have to be.
But see, that's what I'm talking about. Fuck your clients.
I never worked on the grants.
I'm talking about
How many
I'm talking about how many kids, how many little niggas that you know that's getting money. The 7 out of 10 niggas that you told me that's hustling in the town. Where you saying, yo, listen, you just gave me the fish tank analogy and all this shit. How many of them niggas did you bring into them like, yo, listen, my nigga, this is how you do it. You go to these classes, the same one Nelly went to, the same one Salt Pepper went to, the same one the Chinese people went to, the same one.
I don't know that they did that though. I don't know that.
Nelly Mike, man, you in the town, so you're telling me.
Nelly,
hold on. All right, hold on.
Let me talk.
Hold on.
I'm gonna tell you what I do know. I'll tell you what I do know. I don't know if Nelly got a grant through the village. I don't think so. I don't think so. I've never seen it. I'm talking about the people that I do know about. Okay, I do know some people that got grants for building. I'm not in charge. I never went to a business grant meeting in my life. Not a business grant. I pay for it.
Mike,
This office right here is paid for with my own money.
I get
You know what I'm
that,
saying?
but you're
I
talking
never
about
had to
your
go to a grant.
clients. You're talking about your clients, but you know niggas who's getting grants. You just sat here and told me there's niggas getting grants and they fixing up their place. So why you ain't putting
I know
people
about building
in
grants. Look,
places?
hold on. I know
That's what
about
I'm
building
talking about.
grants.
Yo, listen,
All
my
right.
nigga.
I don't know about business grants. They lease. Salt and Pepper lease their place. Nelly leases her place. You know, both of the places.
But even
all right,
so,
I don't know about
all right. Even so, we're talking about the grants that you, my brother, was just talking about. That you know all too well that other niggas is getting. How many brothers?
I know about building grants. I don't know about those kind of grants. Those are different kind of grants. You got to go to the county for those grants. I don't know about the business grants.
Let's break it down.
I'm gonna tell you what I know, and I'm gonna tell you what I don't know.
Let's break it down. There's money in each. I'm gonna say county because I'm not sure if it's the town or a village or whatever. Matter of fact, it is the village. There's money in the village that a person who owns a property can get to fix their house up. And what I mean by that is windows, roofs, furnaces, the necessities of a house, right? You know what I'm talking about. I forgot the name of the grant. It's the village gives it to you, and they give you up to like 10 grand or some shit for this grant. You know what I'm saying? Why?
That was a while ago. That was through cash, actually. That what you're talking about is through cash. That had nothing to do with the village.
No. All right.
That's a
so
federal
that's a county thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's federal.
So why?
That's federal.
So why people are not telling other people? So if you, my thing is this: you hold the position. Man.
Actually,
that
grant went out to a lot of people. It went out to a lot of people till cash went under. Cash is no longer exist.
Not us. And when I'm talking about us, I'm talking about minorities.
Actually, they would. If you went to the cash office in Liberty, they would have gave it to you because in order for them to keep those grants going, they have to get rid of the money. And I think it was like $350,000 a year they had to get rid of. So more than likely, if you didn't get it that year, you would have got it next year. I got it myself.
The point I'm trying to make
a lot of people got it before.
Yeah, but you got it because you were told about it. So why ain't nobody, like you just said earlier, yo, we're not forgetting about Evergreen. We're not.
Well, we're talking like we're going back 15 years ago, though. Yeah.
But even now, I'm sure there's money there for these people now that they're not telling.
Cash is not. No, that grant is no longer there. The cash is under.
Yeah, we're not talking about cash. We talking about the shit.
No, what he's talking about is cash because Ellenville had the RupCo grant for them. We had cash. Now RupCo is trying to come back up here for Broadway, but they're working on that now. And they also, I think the land bank is working on trying to. Yeah, they are. They're working on trying to get first-time home buyers with a lower income, where they could be eligible to buy their own home. So I mean, there is other grants that's coming, and people do know about it.
This is what I'm saying. They don't know about it because I know people over there right now who are trying to buy.
It's broadcasted every day.
Yeah, but
where is it broadcasted?
I tell people about it myself.
This what I'm saying. You right, like you just said, y'all don't have a lot of family over there. You got where is these local people who's been running this shit for so long, who's been having their hand in the motherfucking kitty so long? Where are they telling these people? Like you just say, yo, listen, we're not forgetting about Evergreen. I'm sure all of Evergreen.
Listen, I can only tell you what I can do. I'm gonna tell you about me. I'm not gonna elaborate on them.
I'm not asking you about you. I'm asking about the village. If you yo, listen, you are the people you hang around with. Let's keep it a buck. So if you hang around, I don't hang around with nobody. No, but you work with them. You got to prove shit through them. So if you next to them, you crab in the bucket like them. Let's keep it a buck.
Because I'm trying to figure out. So then, what are you doing? Because you're not pulling nobody in, my nigga. You saying all this for the kids, and I get it, my dude. I get it, Mike. You know I see you daily. Like yo, dude. Just like you said, there's 7 out of 10 niggas that you know right now is those fish hitting their head on the wall. Yo, dude,
and I talk to them. I try to get them to buy houses every day and buy business every day.
Matter of fact, have any interns?
I'm not gonna elaborate what I do because
I'm asking you. No, I'm asking you personal. Do you have any interns?
A lot of those people, what I'm talking about, some of them are my clients, and I will not elaborate names or nothing like that. But they about to get a bag. We're working right now, so everything you said I'm not doing. I've been doing it, my brother, even before I even got in this office, and everybody can co-sign for that.
One thing I can say is every time we spoke, like I said, we never hung out. Somebody was playing ball, like you said, but you was always talking about property. That's one thing I give you. You always spoke about that. Yo, Chris, you got this for this price. The casino come. I remember all those talks. Real quick, so Lorraine Lorraine chimed in and said, regardless of the type of program, what is in place to reach minorities and provide information to all that need it? Is there a specific plan of action?
That's
Absolutely.
what we need to elaborate.
Promotion, a lot of promotion. I mean, like I said, we have to get, well, the first thing, we have to get the foundation secure, okay? The second thing is I'm trying to entice more people to go to the village meeting to understand what is going on and to log on because it's COVID, you know, because you got to understand what is going on in order to receive the information. So we used to have packed village meetings. It used to be packed. I mean, kudos to Gordon for that. He used to have a lot of, especially Black people, used to be at the village meeting. Actually, I got involved in politics because of Gordon. And I'll give respect where respect is due. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be here. I just didn't agree on how he did it. You get what I'm saying? So we have to get that back, and we got to tell people we're telling people what's going on as much as we can. But the task is, how do we reach people through COVID? Because.
So what's your plan? That's what we're trying to figure out.
Yeah. So we're working on a plan right now. We threw out a lot of ideas. I mean, number one, I want to work with the clerk when bills go out, like especially water, sewer, trash, tax bills, even mailings. You know what I'm saying? We have to get them out. Well, every single resource that's available in the village, there's different ways to get out. Facebook, everything. You know, we got to put it out there. One thing about Carmen that she does do good, she has a website that is popular, that's been there for years.
You know,
and it reaches out to a lot of people. So we got to work with Carmen because she is a trustee, no matter we like her or not, and say, listen, Carmen, you got to put this stuff out there. Instead of we're talking about negativity all the time, which people, unfortunately, people are always into chaos. They love chaos, and everybody knows the word on the street, or everybody knows the gossip, or he said, she said. We have to put it out there like, oh, nah, but you know what? Everybody can apply for this money. It's the same thing. Section 8 don't have a commercial, but everybody knows about it.
Because
so why can't we say, oh, we can get a first-time home buyer with a 610? People come to me every time.
Wait. People know about the Section 8 because the people who are on there are telling each other. So it goes back to the same thing. So it goes back to the same thing.
Well, that's the same thing what we could do with getting people.
Nigga, you not telling nobody. You not telling nobody. That's you in.
Hold
on, nigga.
Hold on.
How do you know that I'm not telling nobody, Rashad? How you know that?
You ain't told me.
You with me every second of the day?
Yo, dude, you ain't told me. And the very first thing, hold up, this I'm gonna bust you in your head, Mike. The very first 5 projects that you named about that's going on in Monticello is all what? Realty. What do you do? Realty, my nigga. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, no.
That's how much you don't know about me. I do a lot more than that.
Hold on, Mike. That's your bread and butter first and foremost, Mike. Let's keep it
all right, you know about me. How many businesses do I have? You think it's just one?
Right.
You think I only have one business?
No. All right, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, you know everything about me. Do I have one business or multiple?
No. But listen, what I'm telling you is what you said. That's all I'm doing is repeating back to you what you said. I just lined up the first 5 things that you named on your agenda before you said the kids, before you said the.
Well, you gotta wait and see, and then we'll come back to this forum.
Maybe,
and I want y'all to both to say, "Oh, Mike, you did it." That's what we gotta do.
After you check everything off in your box, I'm just putting that out like what you said.
Hold on.
But Chris, go ahead. Chris.
Hold on. We gotta go back. Because you said people know about the Section 8.
I just got it in 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago.
No. This is your listen. If we don't have these type of discussions, these people that you think know where this shit is going on, they won't know. Because there's people tuning in right now saying
they have no fucking clue, Mike.
If we knew where this meeting was at, we would go.
I don't know about that. I talk to people every day. I mean, ask your boy Dane. You know Dane.
Hold on. But you talking
I approach people. If you talk about me, I approach people every single day about stuff like this.
You know, the person who gets offended by something that people are saying, most of the time are the ones who are actually doing that just thing. I'm not saying you. What I'm saying is, if there's a village meeting, people need to know about it. Because when I was there was no way.
Listen,
well, you're talking about how long you was there. How long ago was you there, though? How long? No, hold on. No, that's a good question. How long ago was you there?
Hold on, let me explain this to you. And then, he jumped out.
Nah, he gonna come back in. Yo, but my whole thing is this, right? Yo, listen, Mike. Last time I seen Mike, the last 3 times I've seen Michael Banks run down on me in the town, my dude. Guess what he told me about? Guess what we spoke about? Just guess.
Real estate. It had to be real estate.
Nah, nigga. You know what we spoke about? 2 times he asked me for a bogey. The other time he told me about some gossip about him and some shit that happened. Hold on, Mike. I'm gonna get you in there. Hold on. I'm gonna get you in there.
We're gonna go right back.
No. He's back. No. I know. I'm gonna get you in there, Mike. Calm down.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
No, I missed it. Yeah, it's my bad. It cut off a second. I hit the wrong button.
So hold on.
I got it.
Answer your question. I was there 5 years ago, but real quick. Now I live in Florida, right? Every village meeting, I live right here in the town again. Every village meeting, I get a note to my motherfucking house. I even get an email. They got a Facebook page, like you said. Every time something goes on, we know about it. What do you, like somebody just commented, joint. What are you guys gonna set in place so that the people could know? Because like you said, right now we got COVID going on. So people ain't outside the way you should be outside. You're not touching the people that you don't see every day. You know what I'm saying? Like listen, I know you, so I know you're definitely talking to people. But I'm talking about the other people. You know what I'm saying? Like let's say the areas you don't get to touch that on a daily basis, especially like right now. You know what I'm saying? You're not talking to everybody because of what's going on right now, right? So how do we get this shit out to the people? Because I need the people to know where these town meetings are so they can go speak. And they need to know that they don't need to own property. They have stake just by living it, just by renting. You know what I'm saying? So how can they get this information?
Like I said, we have to go through social media a lot.
Right.
There's going to be a lot of promotion that we have to do. We're working on it now. I've been in this level for 2.5 to 3 weeks actively. Right. You know, I just got sworn in a couple weeks ago. We have to undo a lot of the wrongdoings right now. That's what we're really focused on now. We're more focused on all the last minute things that happened in this village that, like you said, we had to end the corruption. And one of the moves, if you know everything what happened, I corrected basically my 3rd day on the job completely. You know, we tried to go against it the first day, but we wound up being successful on Friday. It happened on Wednesday and on Friday. We have other things that's going on that's kind of crazy. We have to deal with the situation with what you saw in the videotape, what you was asking me before. We have to deal with the cop that was accused about. Oh, matter of fact, he was convicted because he took a deal, but we don't need.
He pleaded out.
Excuse me?
I said, yeah, he pleaded out. He took a deal.
Right. So we have to deal with
his guilt.
Right. So we have to deal with that because the man got a job through the last mayor. So we're cleaning up everything. We're working with the lawyers and everything heavily to clean up the village in the first place. We also have a couple lawsuits that we have to deal with. But not saying during COVID, we're using, I mean, I hate to say it is a negative thing because COVID is killing people. But being that things are shut down, that gives us a lot of time to plan. And it gives a lot of time to work behind the scenes. So when everything is said and done and everybody's out regularly, we go open all the facilities, we have the plan to do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we even did talk about we're trying to kind of play there, even moving the village hall. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that we're working on. So, you know, I power every day with them. Every single day I put time into this thing I'm doing. And know, when I get focused on something, I got the total focus on it. So, and so my compadres, as far as like
the people involved? How do you get the people involved?
Well, because so first things first. It has to be at least 3 people on the board, like I told you. And I'm working with them. Like we're talking right now. I'm going over old plans that actually Gordon had made, which was a positive thing. He wanted to make a youth center. So I want to see if this is going to be a good idea. So I'm going over the plans with Rochelle. Me and her, we made up and we're good, you know what I'm saying? But we got to move this day forward. I'm not thinking about what happened in the past. The past is the past. It's about now and 10 steps down the road. So I'm working with even Rochelle to look at the plans for the youth center to see if that's a feasible and good thing that we can do. If not, we're going to do another plan, but there will be a Parks and Rec program. I can tell you that. We just
Let
got
me
to
ask
figure
you
out
this:
which direction or how we're gonna do first or whatever. We
these
also work
so-called
with the town of
plans.
Thompson. I was gonna tell you.
Hold
Go
on.
ahead.
These so-called plans, are the people able to see them?
They will be able to see them. Yes. I didn't even see him
Okay.
yet. So they didn't, I'm just telling you a conversation that we had the last meeting, which is 2 days ago. But
Okay.
every time that we meet is basically productive. Like we're even talking about we were talking about we actually working with the town of Thompson for Dillon Road because COVID kind of, we wouldn't have been able to go on a pool anyway. But so while it's COVID, we're working on getting that pool back together for next spring. Hopefully COVID's over. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. Dillon Park. So town of Thompson's involved with it, and we made a good deal with them, and we just got to make it official.
Mike, we got to get into this.
Mm-hmm.
So what's up with the village and well, I don't even want to talk about the village, but I want to talk about
that's what I'm involved in. So
yeah, I know. Damn, yo, Cutter, he can't. Yeah. No. I don't even. I want to talk about the justice system that we dealing with locally. Like that's what I mean. The first thing you came in and you said the Black Lives Matter movement. That's all right. Get your life together. Don't worry. We still here.
Give me.
Don't worry about it. But now we gonna get into this because like you started off talking about the DA, the acting DA, is dating the new judge who was formerly the DA.
Yeah, how that shit work?
For like 30 years. And then the judge who was the judge during
trying to be the head DA. Yeah, like how the fuck does that work?
Maybe Mike can break that down to us because right now it doesn't make any sense. But I'm just waiting for him to come in. Go ahead.
Yeah, real quick, just to for the people tuning in, like we was talking about, and he was kind of alluding. There's money out there for you guys, man. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? There's money for people who want to buy houses. There's money for people who have houses that want to fix it up. It's like beautification type grants. You know what I'm saying? You do gotta write some shit to get these grants. It's not only a cash office thing like he was saying. You know what I mean? There's other village grants, there's town grants. There's a lot of money out here for you people to take. Not even take, that is yours because you guys are paying these tax dollars. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you're not being told about it. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to know. Let's keep it a buck. Because if they did, you would know. It would be publicized like he was saying. They would be doing it on their Facebook and all this other shit. Or they would tell you when the town meeting is going on. You know what I'm saying? So you guys got to get out there and make it happen in your towns. You know what I'm saying? I know in, what is it, like 2 weeks? You know what I'm saying? Like in 2 weeks, there's the presidential vote. But it starts right there where you at. It starts with the village trustee. Starts with the mayor. It starts with all these people. You want to make a change, it starts in your town, right? So like just like I was just telling the people, Mike, in order to make anything happen, it starts right where you at, right? So you, like you said, you in there 2 weeks, going on 3 weeks. What do you need from the people to help you do to make, because what you saying sounds good, right? You know what I'm saying? If I'm listening to you, you got my voice. Sounds good. But what do you need from, I don't live there, but the people that live there to help you make all this possible?
So far, just support and belief and hope. I mean, you could believe in me. You know, I mean, I prove it time and time again. So, and just watch and see. And so far, but you know what I need? I need people to get involved with this the village meeting. I mean,
see, that's the shit I'm talking about. You talking about
the
fucking
main
hope
thing because
and
we
believe,
talk about
my
this
nigga. Hope and believe ain't gonna get these people no change. You need people to come out.
I'm gonna say it like
people
this.
What you want.
Let me take that back. Let me take hope and believe. I don't want people to give up.
Okay.
I don't want people to give up.
But what can they physically do?
That's all I care about. Because you know what? Give me a chance and you will see it. And we'll readdress what happened, I don't know, 6 months from now, year from now.
No, what I'm saying is, like
I'm
you
always
said,
gonna be here.
You got some dope, you got good plans, right? What do you need the people to do to help you execute this? The village meetings. When's the next village meeting that they can go to?
I would like people's opinion because you know what? I like people to give their opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could be saying something that everybody don't want. So if you don't want it, I'm gonna work for what the people want. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I think I feel that this is what we need, part of what we need. But if you say, nah, Mike, I don't think this is a good idea, I like to hear everybody's opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what? Like I said, the voter is who? The boss. I want to hear what the boss wants. I'm just saying this is what I want to give. And if they agree with me, we all definitely gonna work together. Like, big shout out to Shannon Daniels. I've talked to her already about getting Brothers Keeper involved. You know what I'm saying? I talked to her first. And matter of fact, this is what I wanted to do. I want to stop all the organizations. I'm not saying nobody in particular is doing this, but one thing I experienced, like when I coached football with Mafco, I wanted to stop being where the parents screw up things for the kids or the board or everybody want kudos because that's their organization. I want a collaboration with all organizations, and let's empower everything. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't want nobody to be above nobody, no organization to be above no organization, but I want to be involved with these organizations and everybody pitch in and do something in this village. That's what I want to do. And I think I'm getting somewhere with that because Shannon and me had a very positive conversation and she said the same thing, and she's doing a hell of a job with that Brothers Keeper thing. You know what I'm saying? I was a little upset that the police versus the kids or the teenagers didn't go out. But I want to get that going on too. Let's do a part two. Let's make that happen because these cops. We have a lot of good. You know what? I'm gonna say one thing about Monticello cops, and I deal with a lot of agencies throughout the years because you know me. I bounced around a lot of years in my life. This is as long as I've been in one place in my life. Monticello, to me, I mean, the cops here is phenomenal. Tyrus, all of them, they're phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? We have a mixed group. We have the most diverse police agencies in the county.
Look at his face. Look at his face. My nigga, you got a rainbow on the switchboard. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Are you fucking kidding me?
We don't actually have
Are you fucking kidding me?
See, we didn't get into that, and I didn't say that. We actually don't have them yet. We don't have them. We don't have them. Gary put them up there. Number one.
Before we get into
that. We'll get into that, but I'm going to just say, I just want to say this. We have the most diverse agency in the whole county.
My nigga, the county's only so big. You got the only police station. There's only 3 police stations in the whole county.
No, hold on. Before we get
Liberty, Monticello, and Fallsburg.
Hang on.
And then there's Bethel, and then there's Woodridge, and then there's the sheriffs, and there's the state troopers. They all agencies.
These niggas is constables, man. We're talking about cops, nigga. There's only 3 in the county.
Arrest you, my dude. They can't arrest you.
Mike, they can arrest you. You playing semantics.
They can arrest you. Actually, Woodridge is police.
You're playing semantics.
I'm telling you.
Y'all went somewhere real quick.
And Tyrus and Justin are great officers. They doing a heck of a job because they're community policing. You know what I'm saying? Especially Justin Dawson, community policing. Tyrus Walker, community policing. You know what I'm saying? We got Young Forrest, my boy Courtney. I used to coach his brother. Community policing. Everybody's community policing.
Hold on. Listen, you only been there for 21 days, right?
Hey, I'm gonna just tell you one thing.
Hold up. Before you say anything, hold on. Okay, all right. So now you're taking all of that because if you've been there and you giving them props and you only been there for 21 days, then you got to give the whole organization props, which has a pedophile on the board. That's the very first thing.
They don't want them.
But this is what I'm saying. So how great is this police station?
See, you don't understand what's going on. And I thought you was going to ask me about it, but I'll go ahead and tell you. Okay, well, let's fast forward this thing. Gary Summers, the last day when we was counting absentees, he saw that he was going to lose. Okay, you follow me?
Right.
He hired this man to be a dispatcher, and this man took a civil service job. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because if you look on the minutes and you looked in the paper, me and George Nicolatas vote against him coming here, okay? But the reason why it has to go through because he's civil service, okay? That's all I can say about that for now. But to me, I mean, it's got to be a temporary position. Second thing, the thing with Ray Jones, he's a union worker. Both of y'all probably worked for unions before. Gary made a deal with him. Okay, he made a deal with him, signed a contract. We can't go back to it or else we get sued, and he will win. So we can't do really much about that either. Okay. A lot of things this happened from the last thing, and I just want the public to understand we're totally against it. So we're gonna do what we can do, and we're gonna still work around this. Okay, it's not gonna stop anything that's positive. The board, like I said, is predominantly well. Me and George started the youth. We expecting Mike Greco to run in 1.5 years. You know what I'm saying? He's probably gonna win. You know what I'm saying? We hopefully somebody else that are younger who has the same concerns as us. But this is just the beginning. It's just the beginning.
Yo, listen, I want to backtrack.
The old regime is trying to get that old way of going out. We're not doing a regime form of government no more. That's out. Everybody has their own opinion and own, is a democracy. So we're not trying to sway anything. Is a regime, that regime, good old boys network is gone. Is on its way out. It's dying. Okay,
so listen, hold on. I want to backtrack. I want to get into all this that y'all talking about, but what I really want to know, what everybody keep asking, when the fuck is the next village meeting?
Next Wednesday, not this Wednesday, the next one. You missed the last one this week.
When do y'all hold them? Once a month? Once the first Wednesday of every
month?
Twice a month. What is it?
Twice a month. So what's that? The last Wednesday, second and last Wednesday of the month. Second and last Wednesday of the month.
All right, where do they have them at?
Where's it at?
How do you get invited to the Zoom?
Village Hall, but it's not open to public because of COVID. But I will send you the link for Zoom. It's a Zoom meeting for now until the governor and everybody said we could open public meetings.
All right, cool. So now we off the village shit, right?
And you also could comment too. We also open it to comment. Before they had it where you had to email a comment. We thought that was crazy. So when George was the mayor, he actually changed it to where we have public comment. So you could comment right on Zoom.
It's Wednesday night. The last Wednesday of the month. You said, right?
Yeah, the next Wednesday is the last Wednesday. Yeah.
Okay. What time?
I mean, not the next Wednesday. I'm sorry. It's the second. The Wednesday after. So that would be the first Wednesday.
It'd be the second Wednesday. It's like 3 weeks. It's 3 weeks from now.
Okay. What time?
All right, the week after next. The Wednesday after next. Let's put it that way, and just keep it in mind after that.
And what time?
At 6 o'clock.
All right, cool. Bet. So now we off the village, right? I need your this ain't a shot at you. This ain't a shot at nobody. I just need your personal opinion on these next questions I'm gonna ask you. So we started touching on the cop situation, right? You vouch for your cops. You say your cops is more diverse. I vouch for good people. There's always a bad cop here and there. I vouch for good people. There's good people in the public. There's good people that's cops. Like I have an uncle. I have a cousin that was a cop. And they're real good people. You know what I'm saying? My other cousin was a judge. Great person. Matter of fact, very inspirational in my life. But there's some judges I disagree with. There's some cops I disagree with. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, more than disagree. There's some cops, there's murderers, just like there's murderers out here. I mean, there's good and bad people in anywhere, any agency, anywhere on the earth. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's our job to weed out bad cops. That's the catch. So now the next shit I'm gonna ask you is this: you live, and this is off the village. This is just opinion-based question. I just need your opinion on this, right? So now you have who the acting DA. I'm saying we're gonna go names and all that. Farrell, right? Is now the town judge, right?
No, he's a county judge. He's a supreme judge.
That's even worse. Yeah. That's even worse. So now he's the county judge, right? He just went from the DA, the guy who was just locking up all these motherfucking people. And the reason I want to talk about this is because the other night, if I was in Monticello, I would have came to your motherfucking house when that girl was on Too Humble, and you came in the comments and said, "Oh, the judge gives the numbers." Remember?
Say that one more time. You paused a little bit. What you said?
Remember when Shorty
the judge did what were the numbers?
Hold on. Remember when Shorty was on Too Humble? And
you talking about Megan?
Yeah, I don't know her name. I don't give a fuck about her.
Megan Gallagher. Yeah.
Whoever the fuck she is. Anyway, she was on that shit, right? And I asked her, are you going to go, being the fucking acting DA, are you going to go and look at some of these corrupt motherfucking charges your predecessor had, right? And she came out and tried to do some whole loophole shit, and they didn't hold it.
You were talking about, you know who you're talking about? You wasn't talking about the same person. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But she's the predecessor to this guy, Labuda, right?
No.
I mean, not Labuda, Farrell. She's the predecessor to Farrell.
But who you were talking about, McGuire. He's the one that was ousted. That's who you were talking about. You wasn't talking about Farrell. Farrell just won his seat.
Right. No, Farrell run the seat for the judge.
Yeah, but Farrell didn't get caught for no corruption. So it's like you can't.
No. He's not saying no corruption. Listen what he's saying.
You're not listening to what I'm saying.
I'm just going with the comments.
I know. No. Listen, fuck the comments. Listen to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is Farrell been the DA for a minute up there. Giving motherfuckers, they get caught with a nickel bag of weed. This motherfucker giving them 3, 4, 5 years.
Okay. I know what you're saying. Okay, yeah.
Killing these motherfuckers with time. Right, so I asked Shorty, are you gonna go back through and look at some of these unjust fucking charges that your predecessor gave to these people? You comment in the comments and say it's not her who give out the numbers, it's the judge. This is where you fuck up.
Yes, that's the truth. That's the truth.
No, it's not the truth. Let me break it down.
Who sentenced them?
Let me break it down.
Who sentenced people?
Hang on. Sentencing and giving the numbers is two different things, Mr. Banks. Listen to me for a minute. Listen to me.
And you let me answer too after you finish.
Right. I want you to because the way I'm going with it, I need your answer on this because you part of this county, so I need to know how the fuck does these things happen. You get the DA, I get locked up, right? The DA recommends a sentence to the judge. So the DA is the one who says, "Yo, give this motherfucker 27 to 60." Now it's up to the judge to say yes or no. So the DA is the first motherfucker, and let's talk about Farrell, giving these fucked up numbers, right? So now she comes in office and now that I say so, I know she did it to my partner. He did it to my partner. He took to my Uncle Terry, who just went up mad times.
That's like my little brother. I know Terry. Yeah, right. That's like my little brother.
You know not what I think of, and this is a motherfucking fact. This guy giving numbers to people that he's seen 20, 30 years for fucking an ounce of fucking weed. Get the fuck out of here. So my question to her was, what are you going to do? Are you going to go try to look at some of this corruption that was going on? Right? Mm-hmm. Now, she's in there, right? Now I hear she's dating the guy or even talking to or sleeping in the same bed with. I heard this from a reliable source who knows them.
That reliable source is not telling the truth. I don't believe that. But go ahead.
So hold on. So how the fuck does he go from DA? How does he go from the DA, from the motherfucker who was putting them away, to now the motherfucker who has the final say on their destiny? How do you feel about that?
What I feel is this, because it's actually public knowledge. I've been through the system. I mean, I didn't get any felonies, but I've been through the system before. Okay. And I worked for the system. I was also a paralegal for my cousin. Okay. The judge, the DA does look for more time. Okay. At all cases. I was offended for driving, like with a suspended license, all of that stuff. You get what I'm saying? And I got caught. All right. This is the best way I can say it. I got caught so many times for a suspended license. I have 33 suspensions. I had 33 suspensions at the time. Right.
Damn.
So yeah, I mean, and I'm gonna tell you what happened in your town, Libby. Okay, with Farrell. Okay, my job is not to get caught. His job, the cop's job, is to catch me. All right, that's number one. So I'm not gonna cry about it. Okay, that's all. That's the reason I'm saying it. So in New York, go to the checkpoint. Oh shit, I can't go up the block. I turned the wrong corner. I'm going to jail. Going down Central Booking. DA always asks for 5, 6, 7,000, 3,000, whatever bail, and the judge lets me go. Okay, every time. I came up here. Matter of fact, I'll do you one better. I came up here. My father provided order protection. Okay, I went to Liberty to go see about it. I used to drive a Lexus, toy flamboyant at the time. Okay, I went there. The guy who's the chief right now, Officer Kenny, he had the dog, if you remember. Pulled me over and found out I had all these suspensions, which is an actual felony. You know what I'm saying? So I went to the bullshit and I got arraigned. Farrell asked for $10,000. You know what Lisa Killian gave him? What? Yes, I'll give you a wild guess. A $10,000 bail for suspended license. No matter what, it's a nonviolent crime.
No, I get that. Okay, but go ahead.
Right. I get out the next day, whatever. And at the aftermath, he made a deal that, listen, get your license back and I'll cut you a deal. Mind you, I was getting off for 3 years probation. Okay. That last month, even my probation officer said, keep trying to arraign it because they don't want to violate me. But it was the last month and he gave me 2 weekends, which was equal to 7 days in jail, or 3 years more probation. I took the 2 weekends. And the fines was very stiff. I forgot it was a couple $1,000. You know what I said? I wasn't mad at him. You know what I said? He did a good job. He's a good lawyer. He got his way. Lawyers is not who the knowledgeable lawyer. Lawyers fight for what they want. He represents the people, and I believe he represents the people very well. And I lost on mine when I paid $3,000 for my lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Lawyers always gonna ask for a lot of money. It's up to the judge to say, okay, like if you're making a deal, you sold your house, Chris. Okay. If you say you want 150,000 for your house, you're really looking for 130 or 120 because somebody's gonna talk you down. Am I lying?
Right.
So that's the DA's job. They're gonna ask for more money. You get what I'm saying? It's up to the judge to say, nah, this is not fair. I'll tell you what, we'll split the baby or ROR or $1,000 or $2,000. Elisa Killian could have gave me no bail. But she felt that she wanted to favor him, and he got his way. He made his relationship with her. I can't get mad at that. The man does his job to a T. Now, as far as the judge is concerned, I thought he was a little irrational. One of my boys that I really like was in jail for 25 to life, 22 and a half to life. The DA didn't even ask for that much time. He gave them more time. This guy that's running for DA, Lubuda. He gave him 22 and a half to life. Bam, bam. And that man hasn't been home. His kids is the ones that suffered. They out here every day with no pops. Right. You get what I'm saying? Luckily, the town loves him, and the town is his pops. That's who I don't like. That's the things I don't like.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. So now you have this guy who was just the DA. Like, understand what I'm trying to say? He was just the DA. Now he's the motherfucking judge. Then you have the judge who just is the DA. How the fuck? Oh,
well, the judge is not the DA right now. Let's hope he doesn't get into the DA.
Yeah, but I'm saying let's hope. But let's say
fuck that. I'm more worried about Pharaoh being the judge than I am Labuda being the DA.
No, but this is what I'm saying. How the fuck do the people allow them to just do this? Like
they are the people. Thing. They are the people.
Well,
and the reason why they are the people. No, I'm gonna tell Chris straight Jack because I'm here. They are the people is because the people that we put in charge don't be bringing out the people to when it's time to vote to have motherfuckers like this take the spot. Niggas don't know where to go. Niggas don't know nothing about Labuda running. Niggas don't know nothing about Pharaoh running until it's too late. That's the problem.
I don't believe that. And that was a big election. That election was very famous. The Pharaoh's election against the girl from
yeah, see what I'm talking about? The girl from where? What's her name? What's her name?
I forgot her name.
That's what I'm talking about. That's how big it was. That's how big it was.
No, it was real big.
Yo, listen.
She had the biggest signs on the highway. What are you talking about? She was on TV.
Think about it. Check it out, right? Your man got prosecuted by Pharaoh, right?
Who's my man? Who are you talking
about? Bam Bam. You just said Bam Bam.
Oh, Bam Bam, okay.
Numerous of times. That's the reason why they were able to give him the time that they gave him, right?
It was excessive. It was excessive.
No. I'm not saying that it's not. Just listen to what I'm. No,
I know people that get caught with keys don't get life. Get out of here.
Listen to what I'm saying. Excessive. You not listen to what I'm saying, my nigga. Yo, okay. How many times? How long have you known Bam Bam?
I know him for a very long, about at least 20 years.
All right. How many times? How many times? All right. And during those 20 years, how many times did Bam Bam get locked up? We just only talking facts. All right. All right. Hold on. How many times after Bam Bam has gotten locked up did you push for Pharaoh to get out of his position? How many times did you push? How many people did you go out and say, yo, listen, we need to get Pharaoh up out of here because Pharaoh was sending my niggas upstate excessively. He's prosecuting them. The case doesn't get there. No. Hold on. The case doesn't get there.
Did I say that?
Listen. Hold
on. The judge sent them there. They didn't even. Listen. I don't even know if Pharaoh was the DA at the time. It was Lunging, matter of fact. Number one. Number two, they didn't even ask for that much time.
Yo, listen. The last time. No.
You talking over me. Let's talk facts. Buddha felt that the DA was asking too little time and took upon himself to give him 22 after life. Let's just talk the facts.
Who was the DA?
Lunging.
No, he wasn't. Not his last case.
Was.
No, all right, look it up.
Nah, it was Farrell. It was Farrell.
Look it up. Look it up, smart
Farrell
ass.
was the ADA at the time.
Look it up.
Lungin makes
Look it
the
up.
decisions.
Okay. All I gotta say is
Lungin was the
Right.
boss.
No.
Lungin was
All
the
he gotta
boss.
do is look it up. All he gotta do is look it up. I
He
know
was
when
the
Lungin
ADA.
retired.
Lungin
I know
was
when
the
Lungin
boss.
retired. I know when Lungin retired.
I don't care. You know when Lungin retired. He was the boss at that time when Van Damme got locked up. He didn't ask for that much time. Labuda paid that one time. Google it.
Just check it out. All right,
I
check
think
it out.
Grizzly on his phone. Google it.
Check it out. Yo, listen. My thing is, yo, listen.
All right, look.
Your man.
That's your actual
No,
right.
I'm
That's
not saying.
right.
No. What I'm saying is, what are you pushing to get the corrupt out of there? Are you telling people not to vote for Farrell? Did you tell people don't allow Farrell? Are you telling people don't vote for Labuda? Are you making sure people are registered to vote?
They want to vote.
No, but are you helping people get registered to vote? Where's the voting locations at Monticello, Mike?
I've registered a lot of people, Rashad. I've registered at least 45 kids.
Okay, Mike, tell the people right now.
I've registered around 45 kids in my last election.
Okay. Right now, tell the people where they can go and vote early at in Monticello.
At the government center, you gotta make an appointment.
What time?
Everybody knows that.
How you make?
Everybody knows that. Yeah, because they did it with me. When I was registered them, that's what they did. Either they early voted or they came out to the poll or they did mail-in voting. The people I've registered almost 50 people. Okay.
Yo, can I keep it a buck?
They know what to do. They did it in my election.
Yo, can I keep it a buck with you? If you could, please, this whole time in your office, stop assuming the people know because they don't. Let's keep it a buck. The people don't know. You know what I'm saying? The people you speak to might know, but the people don't know. Listen,
okay.
There's over 100.
But I deal with the people. All right, I deal with the people that I'm in touch with, that I see in the village. Okay.
Because what we can't do is assume. Hang on. What we can't do. Hang on. What we can't do is assume.
Y'all have a responsibility too.
That's why we got your ass on the show. That's why, I got registrations right at the barbershop. No. Hold on. Yeah. Dude, my shit is filled over there. But you know what? Huh? You know who came in? My shit is filled in there. But you know who came and dropped off cards in the barbershop? Labuda, not fucking Mike. Nobody, Mike, I don't have none of your shit in the shop. I don't have none of your shit in the shop. None of your shit where it says go vote for Mike. None of that shit. Not for Greco, not for this other dude, George. None of that shit, my nigga. So keep it a buck. If you want to keep it a buck, I can go and show you Labuda shit is up in there. You know why? Because he came in there. No, because he came in there and dropped it off. So how much do you give a fuck about the people in Monticello if you can bring your black ass down there and drop shit off?
Well, you know what? I'll just say it like this. People that know me in Monticello, which a lot of people do, they know I voted for me. They want to give.
He keeps chiming off.
No,
that's him. That's not me.
No. But real quick too, we ain't got too much time. We got to kind of wrap this up. But what we can't do is the people. We can't assume that everybody knows.
That's what I'm saying.
What we think we know. Yeah, but how you try to get your point across is not by you gotta let him say what the fuck he gotta say, and then he gotta understand that. Like, people need to know what the fuck is going on. The only way they gonna know is by even platforms like this, other platforms.
Absolutely.
Normally we don't do this politics shit. The only reason I agreed to do this and Sean can vouch for this shit is because of what happened when I watched the other Too Humble podcast and the girl was on there. That shit had me hot. That he talked about the DA can't go and overturn some of these charges. Yo, listen, what was going on and what is going on, and I hope they can rectify the whole corruptness shit. You know what I'm saying? The judge turning the fucking DA and the DA turning the judge and the fucking DA being there for fucking, he said, what the fuck he was? He was the judge for like 2-3 centuries, like for like 20-some years. How the fuck does that happen? How do you run somebody over with your car and don't go to fucking jail?
He got a billboard up that says over 7,000 convictions. Like, yo, listen. But listen, real talk, because I'm gonna bring Mike back in and then we're gonna wrap it up. But yo, listen, we need everybody to be on Mike the way we are on Mike. Don't get it twisted. I don't have no beef with Mike. But what I'm saying is I talk like this to Mike in the shop. Mike will tell you. But the thing is you guys, it's not me. I don't even live in the village of Monticello. But, I work there.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
All right. You was just talking about, I just heard the last part. You talking about the judge hitting the kids, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. Do you realize Labuda hit his brother with a 4-wheeler?
That's
I know, but this is what I'm saying.
Oh, no, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
No, I
Who
get
else
that,
is there to vote for? Who else is there to vote for?
No, but this is what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, like this is your guy, though. This is your guy.
No, it's not my guy.
No, it is your guy. You just co-sign for him.
No, what I'm saying, I'm just telling you what he does.
Go up if you want to.
No, that's not my guy.
Go really up if you want to.
Yo, dude, Mike, really? Mike, really? Mike, first of all, we can do this live.
He ran over his family.
I can find you.
No, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you this question. I'm the guest. Let me ask you a question.
This nigga is high. This nigga is
high. Hold on.
You smoking?
People would rather vote for somebody. No, people would rather vote for somebody that would hit their family with a 4-wheeler. So imagine he don't know you. He's gonna hit you even faster if he get his family. He's gonna hit you with the No, I'm just saying that's the truth. I make real good points. And listen. Okay. If he could do that to his family and try to murder his family, or vehicle manslaughter, whatever you want to call it, you're gonna vote for a man that has a possibility. God forbid, if you get wrongfully accused, you're gonna hit a man that's gonna try to accuse you of a crime. Think about it.
Relax. You made a
Matter of fact, let's look how he's getting voted in. Let's talk about the corruption with the signature.
Dude, you said your point. Can I tell you what I said?
Hold on.
Yo, Mike.
Hold on.
No, I just want to tell.
No, I'm just saying. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Listen real quick, because you made a good point. But what you're not fucking doing is listening, because that's not what he said. He didn't say he voted for the guy.
Dumbass.
What he said was this is why I need you to listen real quick. What he said was the guy came and dropped off his flyers at the barbershop. He did not see yours, Greco's, Nicholas, or any of them other guys. So when you sit here and say the people know, his thing was.
But that's a falsehood. My sign was in the front. My sign was in the front.
No, it wasn't. Mike, what? Say word to your kids. Say word to your kids. Say word to your kids, my nigga.
Word to my kids.
You lying, my nigga. Yo, Mike, there's none of your stuff in there, my nigga. You know this, Mike.
None of your shit is in there. There was a sign right there between you and what's next to you? I think it was
your
Nelly.
Shit is in front of Nelly.
Right there.
Yo, listen, what I'm telling you is, Labuda, I don't even give a fuck if he don't give a fuck about none of us. He came to drop off his shit. What the fuck did you drop off saying that you're running?
He's supposed to. He's supposed to.
What were you supposed to do?
Spread out my signs, which was in front of your barbershop.
This nigga here. This nigga here. Mike, I can't. Yo, listen. When I see you, come see me tomorrow. Come see me tomorrow. We're going to go live tomorrow in the front of the shop. We're going to go live in front of the shop. That's it. No. Just pull up. Just pull up. You know me. I know you. Just pull up.
If I got time, we talking now when I have the time. So if you want to ask me something, ask me something. Because
Mike,
I feel like
Mike, listen. My point is, Mike, no. Listen, Mike.
I'm cool.
Mike.
But I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Like, it's cool, whatever. But I feel like this is a little bit of hate going on over there. Like a little heat coming up over there. Yeah,
Mike.
But it's cool though. It's cool. I'm down with that. Like whatever.
Mike.
You know
listen.
Hold on.
Okay. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Okay. Hold on. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Right? Let's keep it a buck. On your kids. On the kids. The last time you saw me.
Too much swearing on my kids. We're talking about my children.
No, I'm asking you. No, I'm saying. Tell me the truth. All right. On your life. The last 5 times you see me, right?
We have conversations like this, yes. I never denied it. I never denied it.
No. Let's keep it a buck, Mike. Let's keep it a buck. Most of the time you see me, Mike, you want a cigarette. Let's keep it a buck, my nigga. We don't have these fucking conversations.
That's not true. I asked you for cigarettes. You serious?
My nigga.
I asked you for cigarettes? What? What kind of shit is that? Like, what kind of conversation is this? Like,
yo, anybody tuned in know Mike and see Mike. Yo, listen. If anybody's on the live right now that sees Mike by the bakery, any given time, I hope Shannon is watching.
Are you trying to say?
Is Shannon watching? No. What I'm saying is, you don't have these conversations. You don't have these conversations with me.
All right, just for argument's sake, say if I did, what is the point?
No, because my point is. No, my point. I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell you right now. No, I'm about to.
Like that. I just stop smoking.
Can I finish? Because you don't give a fuck about talking to a nigga about politics when you see me. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm in the community.
That's true.
That is very true.
I know people that is tired of me talking to them about politics. People
I'm not
say,
one
Mike,
of them.
no more
I don't
politics
have none of your shit in the store. I don't have none of your shit in. This is what I'm saying. I'm very popular.
Are you mad because I didn't put none of your? All right, I'm
no,
sorry. I should have put more
mad.
stuff in your store.
I'm mad. No, I'm mad that you're lying to the people, saying that
Lying
you care
what?
about.
Lying about what?
You right,
what
Mike.
am I lying about?
You right, Mike.
I didn't co-sign. All right, keep it a buck. I didn't co-sign for your name to get that job that you got.
Who?
They didn't ask me about, are you a good dude?
Who?
You don't think I had something to do with that?
Who?
Before they knew you. The people, your boss. Your boss.
Mike, you fronting, Mike. You fronting.
I'm fronting?
You fronting.
I'm fronting. Ask
them
tomorrow.
I'm like, yo, pull up
Let's
and I ask him in front of you live. I ask him live. What you want to bet? What you want to bet? What you want to bet?
About you? Is you a good dude? I say, yeah, you a good dude.
Listen,
yo, dude.
We
got me the job.
Everything, man.
You got me the job.
I get hit by a car right now if I'm lying.
Yo, listen, you lying. You lying. I'm gonna tell you to your fucking face. You lying.
You know how many people? Listen. I don't speak like I told you. I don't speak slave. I speak boss because I'm a boss. Okay. I've done a lot of shit with them for over 20 years, my dude.
You work for him.
So it's only right he asked me if I knew you.
You work for the father-in-law. You work for the father-in-law. You do a lot of, yeah. You do a lot of work for him.
I work with him. I don't work for him. He's my client. I don't work. I work with him.
Mike, you're not here for that. Yo, listen. All that my point was. Hold on. My point was for you to get out
from that slave mentality.
Listen,
you got that slave mentality.
Listen.
Why you never went out to Carmen like that? Why you never went out to Gordon like that? Why you never went out to anybody like that? You want to come after me, but it's all good though. But you know what?
You know why?
I would never do that. I would support you.
No. I'm coming to you because hold on, Mike.
I don't care.
You're not even gonna let me finish. Yo, Mike, we hold ours. Hold on, Mike. Yo, listen. We hold ours to a higher standard, my dude. When you telling the people on my show that you looking for votes, that you're looking for the support, that you want to hear their views
on your show.
No, listen.
You didn't hear me back.
You just said you're looking for people's ideas. You just
I didn't come to you and tell you I would give you an interview. Did I come to you and tell you I want to give you an interview?
Yes. All right. Yes, you did.
So what is that doing? When I was running though, not after. When I was running.
And you know why? And you know why I didn't take you serious? No. You know why we contacted you now? And you know why we didn't get you there?
Controversial. It's all good.
No, it's not even that. It's because you wasn't coming through.
I mean, this is
because you wasn't coming through. It's because you wasn't coming through.
I got you a pack tomorrow, B. If that cigarette was so bad for you, I'll give you a pack tomorrow, B.
Yo, listen, that's on you. That's
I'm going to get you one night. No,
where you want me? Where you want me to pull up? Where you want me to pull up? Don't do that, homie. Where you want me to pull up?
Listen.
What, for a cigarette?
Yo, for whatever. Where you want me to pull up, Mike? Where you want me to pull up, Mike? Where you want me to pull up? We don't. Yo, listen. Where you want me to pull up? Where you want me to meet you at, Mike?
For what?
All right, that's what I thought.
That's what I
thought. Where do you want to meet up at, Mike?
What is this? What are you?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I know because you're talking about you want to give me a cigarette. Like, yo, Mike, you know what I'm saying.
I'm at 440 Broadway. Pull up now. I'll give you a cigarette.
See.
Now you
want to be a clown. Now you want to be a clown. Fuck out of here. Mike is an idiot.
You got him out of there?
Yeah, dude. Listen, man. Like, yo, are you fucking kidding me?
It went a little left, but at the end of the day, people need to go out there and vote. If he comes back on, bring him back on.
Nah, he's there. No, I dead him. My thing was this, dude. Yo, he don't understand that, yo, you can't tell me you're for the people and you want to hear what the people say. And I deal with people every day. You don't have nothing in the shop. I deal with people every day. The people that he loves, the people that he cares about. Why he not pulling up? This is what I don't understand. And on everything. The last 3 conversations we had, Mike wanted to tell me about some chick. They called the police on him. They had a video that went viral. He said, yo, do you want the real scoop or you want the bullshit? I don't even know what he was fucking talking about. That's first and foremost. The only reason why we had Mike on the show was because he was giving out false information on another show. That's it. That's it. No more, no less. That's it.
Bring him on so we can end the show real quick. Bring him back so we can end the show.
You guys are crazy. All right,
Yo,
listen. I'm gonna say it like
now
this.
hold on,
I'm just gonna say it
because the
like
whole
this.
show.
I'm just saying it
No,
like this.
wait the
I
fuck
did
up.
say that.
Wait
All right.
up. Wait. Because the whole show y'all fucking talking over each other and shit. Listen, all the personal shit I don't give a fuck about. You know me already.
Thank you.
I'm not on this shit.
Nah, you're a good
I'm
dude.
not
You're a real good
I'm
dude,
not on
Chris.
that shit.
You're a good dude, Chris. Yeah,
So
you're a real
listen,
good dude.
first of all, why we didn't have you on the show last time was because this ain't a politic type of show. The reason
Okay,
why
that's
we
fine. I didn't take offense.
No. The reason why we bring you on now is because of what happened when the girl was on that podcast last time, and you commented that shit got me tight. And I'm not there to run up on you and have a conversation with you.
All right.
That's why we bring you
I
on.
get you.
And
I get
I also wanted the people to know what the fuck a village trustee does, right? Because
Right.
contrary to your belief, people don't know. They don't have this information. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I feel like since I know you, I come to you and I put the pressure on you so you can tell these people this information. You know what I'm saying? Because at once upon a time, when I was young, I didn't know this shit either. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I heard about these town meetings, but I never got no information on where the fuck to go to be a part of these meetings. You know what I'm saying? Until my wife got involved into town shit and we became part of the board and all that other shit. But even then, it was pretty much like, yo, listen, the meetings it was like almost like under the table type shit. You know what I'm saying? So the reason why I wanted to bring you on is because I want you to inform the people. You know what I'm saying? And I think
No, that's fine. And I'm all for that. I like that. I'm all for that. But I'm just saying that I feel that, and you know what? I'm not crying about it. Don't get me wrong. Because we already talked about this. You're going to ask me tough questions. That's fine. But when I'm being ridiculed about my answers, this is what I believe in. I don't ridicule about your answers. And that's what I'm saying. And as far as like, you know, I mean, like, listen, I support Megan. I knew Megan I knew her family for a very long time. I grew up with her brother Ed. You know, there was this good family in Roscoe. Matter of fact, one of the people that embraced me when I went to an all-white school was the Galligans. I deal with her uncle every day for I think that's her uncle or relative for surveys. You got one on Prince Street. And you know, she came to me and she actually talked to me. It wasn't even just about what I knew. I didn't even know her. I mean, I knew her family, but I didn't know her. Then when she talked to me, it was embracing. You get what I'm saying? And I seen the sincerity of it. And there's a lot of things that she touched with me that are in common ground. Like I have children. She was actually, her specialty in the DA department was getting these pedophiles off the street, which one of my daughter was approached by a pedophile in the school and they didn't do nothing about it. I have the same qualms everybody else got. Matt Bunnehagen, I'll even say his name. The first coach in the school, 15 pages on Facebook, but it wasn't good enough to at least give him fired. At the very least. Megan doesn't like that. She's pissed off that the cops didn't go farther with it because she didn't know about it, because it got to go up to the DA office. So I believe in her because she took and she's taking other things serious. We're both down with Hope Alive 845. You know, it was started after the girl. Remember the girl? She was like young mom. Forgot her name, but she was from Rock Hill. She's missing to this day. And this guy's a bounty hunter. He has a very good organization. Me and her is a part of it, and we started getting to talking. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of other organizations that she just happens to be at the same organizations I be in. So I'm like, okay, this is someone I have a common ground with, and she's actually out there. It's not that she's just pounding the pavement. She's actually doing shit in the community outside of the DA department. So I like what she got to give. I want to see what she got to do. I'm not going to give her a hard time. And I'm not even giving a little boy a hard time. I'm sorry. I flipped the lid just now. I lost my cool. That's fine.
No. Listen, you entitled to your opinions.
I'm human, but I lost my cool, Shy.
Right.
But I'm sorry about that. If I called you, I don't think I called you anything out your name, but if I said anything disrespectful to Shy as a grown man, I apologize. I will never disrespect another grown man. I'm not about that.
The one thing I would,
and that's before Trustee. I don't want to disrespect no other grown man. He's a man. He got children. You know what I'm saying? But
respect as you.
I'm just saying that.
Hang on, Mike. Hang on. You being on the board and holding the position you have, I would expect you to listen, because where you took it and where he was going was two different places. All he was saying was, yo, listen, if you say the people know what you saying they know, how come this information ain't here?
Well, I mean, all right, I'll straighten up that word. I believe there's some people who know. That's true.
That's better.
But I can say the people that talk to me, which is a lot of people, they do know. There's a lot.
Yeah.
I have no choice but to talk with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people.
One thing I
So
learned
that's a lot of people. I'm talking about a couple hundred people here. So that's a lot.
100 people ain't shit compared
I said a
to how
couple
many
hundred.
people. Okay.
But
so one
you
thing
gotta
I
remember the
learned
vote.
One thing I learned is we can't assume that people know what we talking about or know what we know, and we're not passing that information, right? You know what I'm saying? And like you said, you guys are breaking up this dictatorship that was there. You know what I'm saying? And salute
Yeah,
to y'all.
definitely. I
Salute
ran
to
just
y'all
because
for
of
doing it.
the same way you talking right there. I decided that I'd stop talking like that. I decided either I'm gonna move or I'm gonna take action. That's why I ran.
Right.
I didn't grow up from a kid saying I want to be a trustee of Monticello. I didn't even know I was gonna end up in Monticello. I ran because either I'm gonna work, I'm gonna live here and complain and watch my kids go through bullshit, or I'm gonna run. I had two choices. And I got too much vested just to run, and I'm not a runner. I don't run from nothing or nobody. So I said, all right, they don't want to do it, I'm going to do it. And I'm doing it. I actually ask those kids who play ball with them all the time, and like young kids, everybody saying, nah, Mike, why you running with these kids? You going to pop your Achilles or whatever, or these kids is rough and all that, or that dude is no good, he's carrying ratchet. I talks to them. I talks to the kids in Evergreen and stuff like that. You know what? I'm going to keep it a buck. I fucks with them. But I'm trying to get them out of the bubble. Right. I'm not calling the cops on them. I'm getting them out of the bubble. I go to Evergreen all the time, and it has nothing to do. I go play ball with them in my jeans, and we talk John. They call me old head and everything. Next door, right after this, I'm going next door to Salim's. You get what I'm saying? I deal with everybody, yo. But you know what? I always talk to everybody, and everybody, you can put them on your show. They will tell you. They will tell you. Anybody that comes in my vicinity, I work with them. And that guy Shane, I just saw his comment. No, it's not about my pocket. I'm gonna tell you why. I paid for my own campaign. George paid for his own campaign. We accepted no donations, none. I paid for my own thing. He did. We accepted no donations. Okay? That means I don't owe nobody nothing. Nobody's paying me for nothing. This is the place that pays me, my office. That's it. I run multiple businesses. I do a lot of stuff. The village only pays me $7,300 a year. You think that's money? Come on, this is volunteering. At least they pay me a little bit for my time, but it doesn't pay me all my time. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So this is genuine. This is real. This is my legacy. I'm not gonna put my name out there. I don't want my name to be out there and like Banks is a bad person. Nah, I want Banks. Matter of fact, fuck my name. You know what I'm saying? I just want it good out here when I walk outside this door. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, the only reason I work for my last name, I don't work for my first. My kid's last name is involved in this, yo. They was born and raised here. I'm not gonna embarrass my family. I want to make it better for my family and their friends and everybody that lives here, yo. And I know I could do it. I've been selling real estate and getting people houses from places like the Jungle. I got people houses from subsidy to owning houses. Alisar Dambaya, shout out to him. You got what I'm saying? I got people home ownership that didn't think they could get it. Immigrants, everything. So it's good that I'm here because you know why? I help people out of nature. That's my morals. That's my nature. You know me for a long time. You knew me for a long time. You knew my father. My father had a video game store that Libby couldn't stand just for a safe haven to go to another safe haven to get the kids off the street. You remember that?
No, I wasn't in Liberty at that time. I didn't go to Liberty till
like well, your wife remembers that because yeah. You know, I'm just saying. He used to have it where these kids couldn't afford 3DO and Genesis with the Sega CD and the Super Nintendo and all that. So all right, he made a little boost. They could play in the store for $2 an hour. And if they had no money, give it to him. He used to let kids win an NBA jam just and give them a system or Christmas gifts. He was giving out free systems. Everybody, Terry could tell you that. This is what we did. This is what my family do. And this is what I do. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm a boss. And the boss is not about money. A boss is like, I do what I want to do, and that's it. I do this because I want to do it. It's not because I have to do it. But all right, I just want to come through that.
I appreciate you taking the time to come. Like I told you at the beginning of the show,
nah, anytime.
It was gonna get deep. You know what I'm saying? It take. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It take people with courage to really chop it up the way we chop it up. You know what I'm saying? Because like how you and Shaw did, like y'all know each other mad long. I argue mad times, and y'all speak the next day. That's how it is. You know what I'm saying? But just know.
Nah, I'm good. It's all love, babe. It's all love. I argue with my sister, my brother, my cousins. It's all good.
Just know that when you know somebody, you expect more. You expect more of somebody. So me knowing you the years I knew you, I expect more of you. You know what I mean? So I said, I don't got no stake in Monticello no more. I don't own the property over there no more. I got rid of it. You know what I'm saying? But I would, when I do go visit, I would hope to see something better and bigger over there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be looking at you and your constituents and everybody who's involved in that to make sure that happens. But we appreciate the time, my G. Thank you for coming on. Anytime you want to come on, say something, hit shout up, we make it happen.
All right, cool.
All right, appreciate you, my G.
All right, take it easy.
Shy, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yo, listen, I don't got no beef with Mike. Yo, listen. I love yo. No. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you because I always go back and forth with Mike. And like you said, dude, I expect more from Mike. But at the same time, my nigga, you're not gonna come up in here and just beat my audience in the head and tell them some fuckboy shit when I know you, my dude. Like that's my only thing. Is like
next time we bring a politician up here, I might have to have the controls of the shit so I can mute y'all niggas and make sure everything's
you might have
but
to.
what was dope about it, the people get to see the real conversation behind closed doors. Because not only like we said, we know him. You know what I'm saying?
I have conversations with Mike like this all the time.
Yeah, the argument they had, that shit is not. They might go smoke that cigarette they was talking about right after the argument. They might go play basketball, whatever. But the whole premise of this show is the reason why I wanted to bring him on was so people could get to know and understand where these shits is at. So he says the second Wednesday of the month. Make sure y'all go out there. Every month.
We're gonna try to get the links. Yeah, and post them on our page at least. To get something going. We gotta figure something out because the people gotta be in tune. You get what I'm saying? So regardless of how me and him got into it, the people need to hear that because there's some people out there that wanna yell and they wanna scream and you get what I'm saying? Like they want Mike to be around and don't get it twisted. I see Mike everywhere. But my whole point is like, yo, sometimes you can, like you said, you can't assume that people know. Right. And that was my only beef. So go ahead.
No, real quick. So what needs to happen is make sure I go to these meetings, get involved. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
When y'all see these people, everybody gets so hot and bothered about this 4-year election every year for the president, and rightfully so, right? You know what I'm saying? They should be, upset about things. You know what I mean? Maybe some people are happy about some things. Some people support one party or the other party. But your local election is where it's at, which Absolutely. A lot of these elections happen every 2 years. And a lot of them go without notice. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said this Wednesday, a lot of people just are Democrats and Republicans, right? And they only worried about voting for that president. So they go down the line, they make sure they hit that president, and then they go down the line and just hit the rest of whoever they vote for, whether it be red or blue. You gotta do your just do. Don't fucking sit here and tell me or any of your friends or your mother, your grandmother, your uncle, your sister, whoever the fuck you hang out with, and say, yo, you tired of what's going on in your neighborhood, but you not getting out there being active. And I'm not talking about going out there selling the pack. I'm not talking about going out there busting somebody in their motherfucking nose. I'm not talking about going out there doing all the dumb shit. I'm talking about getting out there, being involved in the youth, being involved in what's going on in your town, hitting these town meetings, holding these trustees, these judges, these DAs, these fucking mayors accountable. Absolutely. These people that we just spoke about is in office because y'all are not getting out there and making it happen. Don't fucking tell me, oh, I got an F, so I can't go make it happen. Cool, you probably can, but I'm sure you know somebody who fucking can. You know what I'm saying? So that kid that you letting, who you just told on how to go do X, Y, and Z that he shouldn't go do, maybe you should be telling him to go to college so he could study fucking law or study fucking politics so he could go be the next fucking mayor and then go to legislator and go here and there. You know what I'm saying? So we can't sit here and blame everybody else without looking in the motherfucking mirror.
No, you're absolutely right, and that's where it starts, man. And like I said, yo, listen, you guys see Mike, run down on him. Say, yo, what's happening? What's shaking? What's the next move? How can I help out? Because let him tell it. Everybody knows. You get what I'm saying? So
he corrected himself.
No. But what I'm saying is, not only him, but not only does he have to look, but the people out there have to look. You get what I'm saying? Don't just be their friend on Facebook and share some shit. You know that they might put up a flyer or something like that. Nah, y'all gotta go out and run down on them and be like, yo, listen, I got a situation. This is what needs to get handled. How do I get into this? How do I deal with this? Because what's gonna happen, and what stinks is, nobody cares until it's theirs. And then then
they don't care until it affects them. They don't.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like like the judge did hit those boys. He hit boys before then. So it's not like this shit that just fucking happened. He's been doing this shit. The same people who's running this shit knows these people. You get what I'm saying? So now we can't just make it a situation when it happens to ours. We have to make it a situation when it happens to the community, so that way it won't happen to yours. You get what I'm saying? One voice, one neighborhood. That's it.
Right. And if you do have the opportunity to speak to these people, or if you have your own show, or if you have anything that you have the opportunity to have a conversation with these people, man, put the heat to them.
Absolutely.
Because they representing you. Don't sit here and be all nice and giggly. Yeah, it's cool. You the fucking trustee. Nah, listen, I want to know where the fucking money going. Where the fucking $4,553 with 2 cents that I just paid last year? Where that shit went? Because the road in front of my house is fucked up. The fucking town hall don't got nothing for the kids to do. There's no fucking, the buildings in the fucking town are looking horrible. Ask these fucking questions.
Absolutely.
Stop worrying about, yo, listen, you could be the flyest motherfucker in your area, had the nicest clothes, the nicest jewelry, all that shit, but your fucking area look like shit. You shit, my man, because you are what you around. Let's keep it a stack. I need people to think and understand this shit. Like, my mind changed when I got out of that area. And what made me think was, like, I was telling Shad this shit when I first got here. I'm like, yo, listen, don't get me wrong. I've always been a go-getter. Anybody who know me know that. I'm a go-getter. I'm going to go get mine. I'm going to provide. But you get more excitement, more fucking motivation when you see it. You know what I'm saying? So now when I go outside, my next door neighbor got a Lamborghini in his fucking driveway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The guy across from me got a fucking Bugatti in his fucking garage covered up. That's fucking motivation. I'm not going outside and looking at the abandoned building across the street no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going outside and looking at this dude who got his yard all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I go outside, every yard is fucking manicured. You know what I'm saying? The shit is looking beautiful. It's motivation. You know what I mean? It's not you go to a gas station and see all type. No, these people are involved. You know what I'm saying? Right. There's letters going out when when something is going on in the community. You know what I mean? There's fucking, when there's a town meeting, we know about it via email, via fucking Facebook, via a letter go to the motherfucking crib. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't go start attending these shit, I can't sit here and talk shit about nothing that's going on.
Absolutely. But
yo,
we got way too political tonight. You see me start sweating on Mike. I can't wait to see Mike ass tomorrow, my nigga. You think it's a gay? I can't wait to see you, Mike.
Real quick, before we get out of here, next Wednesday, the pandemic pop off. Let me run down these artists real quick. We just put the flyer up. We're gonna oh shit, my bad. We're gonna be doing a lot of promotion this week. We got 8 artists coming on. Let me find this shit real quick. Real quick. We got 8 artists.
I got them on cap, my nigga.
Oh, go ahead. You know him. I'm looking.
Oh, we got live performances from J.O. Royal. We got live performances from the one and only Bravo. We got live performances from the big homie Bird Dollar. We got a live performance from the homie from the Ball King. We got actually 2 Ball King representatives. We got Kenneth State, which is gonna be dope. And go ahead, who else we got?
Mr. G5. We got Drizzo from Buffalo, I believe. We got Juice Ortega from Monticello, New York. And we got Shivit from all the way South Africa. It's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be a dope event. Make sure y'all tune in. These artists are going to be out here, performing live right here in the studio. You know what I mean? We felt we needed to produce a platform that they could go out here and perform their songs since they can't hit the streets and actually go do their performances and go do their networking. So what better place than in the studio with the RecBoys? And then the week after that.
Shout out my wife.
Oh, no. I can't.
When she slipped through the door.
Stop screaming. Yo, listen, and I can't forget. You got the Halloween thing. Plug that real quick before I go.
Oh yes, that's right. Yo, listen, check this out. Friday, October 30th, from 5 to 7 p.m. We are gonna be in the, I want to say the walk to Broadway parking lot. 2-hour trunk or treat. Pull up. I got mad candy. Please pull up. I do not want this candy to go to waste. Shout out to everybody that donated candy. We got like close to like $150 worth of candy from the Keats Agency. My barbershop donated about $1. Shane from D&M Signs came through and dropped off some candy. Shamika Foyer dropped off some candy. Listen, I got about 30 cars pulling up. So there's gonna be tons and tons of candy. Yo, listen, Too Humble's gonna be in the building.
Too Humble gonna be there.
Yeah, no, which is dope because they're based out of Liberty. So and they're bringing mad candy. Yo, listen, and make sure you guys decorate your trunk because we're giving a prize away for the best decorated trunk, an adult prize. So yeah.
Real quick, if the people tuned in and y'all want to, share your time, go out there and help these people who actually come, spending their time there, you know what I mean, and helping these kids out, giving them a safe environment because I'm 100% sure they're going to be practicing social distancing. They're going to be having a mask on. They're going to be giving out masks, you know what I mean? So it's going to be a safe environment, you know what I mean? So if y'all want to go there and help these people, make sure that everybody's staying apart how they need to be, you know what I mean? Maybe giving these kids hand sanitizer so as they grabbing these bags. Whatever y'all want to do to play a part, like we've been talking about the whole show. Play a part in your community, man. Help change these kids' lives. Don't let them go through what you may have went through when you were growing up. You know what I mean? But real quick, November 4th, we got DJ Doo-Wah from the 845 Mix Show coming on. Right after that, we got the podcast battle. We got Too Humble coming on. We got Brutally Honest. We got Finally TV. And who else am I forgetting?
We got In the Field. We got the lovely ladies
In the Field Radio.
Yeah.
Right. And what we doing is that night, yo, listen. Too Humble tuned in. I hope y'all ready, man. I hope y'all ready. I hope everybody ready. We're going to battle it out. What I mean by that is, hang on real quick. What I mean by that is we each going to pick, each individual podcast is going to pick 3 independent artist videos, right? And what we're going to do is kind of like a little verses, you know what I'm saying? Everybody going to play one, and then we're going to let the people pick who picked the dopest one. You know what I mean? And then we're going to go to second round. Then we're going to go to third round. And it's all going to be for fun and games, really, but it's just to see, you know what I mean, what everybody's mind is in, you know what I mean? Because we each are doing something similar with these podcasting, so it's pretty dope to be able to come together and show the people that what we talk about, we actually doing. We support each other. We share each other's stuff. You know what I mean? If something's going on, like Shad and them got going on, they come over and they support the trunk or treat. You know what I mean? If they got some, Shad going and help and support them. So that's what it's about. But November 11th is gonna be crazy. And then November 18th, we got Out Fox Media from Orlando, Florida. Production company, studio. They rent studio time, and they also, sell beats and stuff like that. December 2nd, we got Deisha Wallace. That one might be an open slot yet. She hasn't totally 100% confirmed. Then we got Enzo, CEO, December 9th. We got Mental, December 16th. We got Vaughn James, December 30th. January, we got Lindell Simmons. January 6th. January 13th, we got Barry. And then we filling up the rest of the month as we go on. If y'all want y'all interview, make sure y'all hit us up. If y'all looking to promote anything on this show, have it popping where you see those 2 flyers at the bottom. Hit us up. We make it happen. Don't forget to replay tomorrow night of Wednesday show. We had Molly Rains, author Molly Rains out of North Carolina. Replays 8 p.m. on Blaze Them Up Radio. Make sure y'all tune in for that.
Nah, I definitely had a dope show. I'm glad Mike came in. Like I said, we got hot and heavy, but you need to when your community is involved. So shout out to Mike. He took it like a champ. I can't wait to see him tomorrow. You already know. But yo, shout out to the homies over at Too Humble, man. They've been sizzling too, my man. They've been sizzling hot too. They've been getting the fire going. Shout out to all our affiliate podcasts.
Now, yo, listen.
What
I would like from Too Humble is start holding these people on the hot seat, man. Wow. I know this kid Anthony. I've seen him grow up.
Yeah.
I don't know if he remember me. You know what I'm saying? And Andre is my little nephew. Like I raised Andre. He lived upstairs from me. You've been to my crib. You stole oodles and noodles from my crib with Andre. I know you. You know what I'm saying? I want you to start holding these people accountable, my man.
Absolutely.
Really.
Absolutely.
Hold them
you got
accountable.
A voice.
Because yo, Listen, they right there. I wish I was there in Sullivan. I don't wish I was there, but if I could get there without this pandemic, you know what I mean, I would definitely would have had to sit down with Mike face to face. You know what I mean? And these little Buddha characters and these fucking Megan, whatever the fuck her name is. Yo, listen, we gotta hold them accountable, right? Because they act like they for us, but they really not.
Yeah, no.
You
Well,
know what
the
I'm saying?
thing is we
they
gotta
talk
know
a
what
good
they
one.
really about. That's what.
Not even know what they're about, because the facade, the perception could fuck somebody up, right? But like Mike said, Mike said, I know this girl. She accepted me when I came to Roscoe. Yeah, that's cool. She accepted because you was something different. She didn't know. Let's keep it a buck. Back in the day in Roscoe, there was no black, no Spanish people. You know what I'm saying? So when something new comes, and me, I went to Jeffersonville. You know what I mean? I moved to Jeffersonville 96 or 95. It was me and Lindy and 2 other black kids and like 3 other Spanish kids in the whole school.
Yeah.
That shit was new to them. So the ones who was intrigued actually gravitated to us, right? They wanted to get to know us. You know what I mean? As they seen the dominant force that we were, they wanted to be a part of us. You know, and at that point, it was us to let them in. The same thing with these people. They see that certain people are dominant forces, and they're intrigued by what you look like, who you are, how you talk, how you dress, what you drive, where you live, etc., etc., etc. And then they want to see what it is. So then they make you feel like they want to be a part of what you have going on, that they're down for you, for lack of better words. And then when they get to where they need to get, it's fuck you. So before we let them get to where they need to get, we need to put them on the hot seat and make sure we gonna get what we want. Because like I said earlier, I put up a post earlier, people fuck with you when they can get what they want from you. You know what I'm saying? So if you knowing that, then you got to make sure you in the same playing field. We're going to be playing one-on-one, then we're going to play one-on-one. I'm not going to sit the sideline and pass you the ball and let you keep shooting, and you not fucking giving me no buckets, or you're not making sure my people able to play. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, that's what we got to do with all these elected officials. And
especially
like I said,
the ones that we know, the ones that they say is for us and in our hood, then listen. And even the ones, even like Megan and Labuda, Ecstasy Productions, I'm gonna shout them out real quick. They're doing the debate, which I wish I would have freaking known, because I would have submitted some questions.
Not even submitted some questions. How about they open it up to the public? Like, yo,
Well,
it's dope that you go live.
I think they are.
It's dope that you go live, but a lot of these places, they don't read the comments. You know what I'm saying? Like, let them come on, let the people answer. I understand we in the pandemic, we in COVID. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, yo, like, that's what I like about 200. You can call in and ask, and they let you talk your shit on the live. You know what I'm saying? So shit like that is dope. But you know, like I said, that's our time, man. You do not sit out here telling the motherfucker what somebody's not doing for you if you're not doing that for your motherfucking self. I think that's the best way to end the show right now. Don't sit here and tell me what that politician is not doing for you. Don't sit here and tell me what this fucking anybody. And real quick, man, these cops that Mike was talking about, the fucking head cop, or what the hell they call him, the captain, or whatever the fuck they call him, you guys vote them in. So if you don't like those motherfuckers, go out there and vote for them too. Get them the fuck out of here. Get that fucking guy who been in the county fucking sheriff office since forever. Get him the fuck out of there.
Yeah. Nah,
don't sit here and tell me. Yeah, don't sit here and tell me it's not possible. Don't sit here and tell me you got a felony so you can't do it. Kick rocks with that shit.
Yeah.
Kick rocks with that shit. You know somebody. You might have a kid, a cousin, whatever.
Not only that, but you know somebody who's been through the system too. Like that's where it starts. You get what I'm saying? Like we know firsthand. So when we got the opportunity to ask the questions, we can't buck up. We got to give it to them raw, and we got to hold them accountable. There's a guy. Listen. Go ahead.
If I was in the town, I would have been ran down on them. Especially, listen. And like I said last week, we were one of the first minorities to perform independently at Bethel Woods. That don't happen if we don't get involved in the politics of it. You know what I'm saying? That don't happen if wifey don't go and sit on the fucking on the Chamber of Commerce
and go through all the meetings and all
and all that shit. That late nights going there. You know what I mean? Even the beautification of Monticello. We was a part of that. I was at the meetings. I'm sitting down with these people. I'm listening, and just how I'm saying it now, I'm telling them. They look at me like, yo, this Spanish kid is fucking crazy, because I'm talking the way I'm talking now. Like, yo, listen, hold on, what y'all doing? I just gave y'all $5,000 last year. What the fuck y'all do? Y'all playing the planner at the corner of Broadway in York? I don't give a fuck about no planner. How about that ugly ass taxi stand that's right there. Let's do something with that shit. Or the fucking gas station or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, they
But
fixed the gas station too, by the way. The Crack Mobile
about time.
got a yo, listen, it kind of looks cool with those flags and shit. But listen, that's our time for this special in the studio with the RecBoys. Shout out to the
Yeah, I don't
homie
know. I don't know if
Trustee
this will
Mike
ever
Banks.
happen again. I don't know if this shit ever happen again. I'm not
Probably
Buka.
not, nigga. You wanted Mike. I didn't want Mike because I knew what
No.
it was
I
gonna
wanted
be.
him. I wanted him to ask him the questions like we did, but I don't like. I don't like the politics shit because it gets a little bit too what you call it for me. Like, yeah, listen. If I fucks with you, I fucks with you. And when I say that is, if I vote for you and I believe in you, I fucks with you. So I
And guess
expect
what?
shit.
Right. And if you don't get shit, then guess what? You gonna get loud. You fucks with me, my nigga. You get loud with me all the fucking time. That's just what it is. Because you expect certain shit from me. So like I said, yo, listen, just like I hold you accountable, it's no different from holding these people accountable, especially when you're talking about you want to vote. But anyway, that's our time. Yo, make sure you guys check the replay tomorrow night. Blaze 'em Up Radio, 8 p.m. Next week we got the pandemic pop off. Yo, listen. Make sure you guys check out all the affiliates. You know, Too Humble, Finally TV, In the Field Radio, Brutally Honest. They good peoples. They work hard, and they for the peoples. You get what I'm saying? We're nothing without the people that's tuned in. So like the homie said, the power is in the numbers. You get what I'm saying? So support and listen, be about it. All right, that's our time. Easy. We out. Deuces.